Ready? Play. Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Talking Tennis. Today we are covering Mr. Daniil Medvedev's match against Andrey Rublev at the ATP finals. I'm Jack and I'm joined by
Scott. Hi there, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'm looking forward to this. It's my first time. It's not my first time on Talking Tennis. I've been on Talking Tennis before, chatting with John, but this is my first time commentating on a match. Really, to be honest, the only other time I've done something similar to this is when I recorded a podcast when my man Andy Murray was playing earlier on this year. And it was interesting. He did win the match, so the podcast didn't end in tears, but. This one feels a lot slightly different, slightly odd, doing it over YouTube. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited for it. Obviously, Jack, you're the old hand at this, so if I'm doing anything wrong, you'll be like, "Shut up, Scott."
I would be saying shut up to Austin Scott if I was
literally every word out of my mouth. Like, stop.
I was wondering how long it would take for the chat to get to Andy.
How long were we on for? Like 20 seconds.
About 20 seconds. I've got my AMC jacket on as well. To be fair, it was so cold in this house. Honestly,
that's what we need. That's what we need, Jack. We need you representing for us. I've got my AMC t-shirt, but it's in the wash right now. Unfortunately, I didn't come prepared for this. Frustrating.
Nah, you don't have to.
I don't even have the Andy cardboard cutout in the back, Jack.
Oh yeah.
I don't even have that. Yeah,
for sure.
Another room.
For sure.
I know you. I did not know you had this.
Yeah.
Where did you get this from?
He's just there. He's always behind my computer. He's just watching.
Why is he not on the mantelpiece in the background?
He'd be too tall, I think. To be fair, he'd be too tall. Yeah. You wouldn't know it was Andy unless. Yeah.
Well, I would. I recognize.
I was gonna say, the length of his legs off by heart.
Anyone else watching? Would be taking pot shots, but
exactly,
how are you feeling about the match today, Jack? What's your
good? Yeah, obviously didn't see any of yesterday's matches, so I'm quite excited to just be in the ATP finals at all. I'm watching it in general, so I didn't even see much of the next gen ATP finals actually last week, so I'm quite excited to see some decent indoor tennis. Daniil as well, I'm almost a fan. In some ways, I would say he's in my sort of top 5 favorite tennis players for sure. I rarely miss one of his matches, so no, I'm excited from that point of view. And Andrey's good fun as well. Obviously, he's not quite up there for me, but I'm expecting quality. What about you? I mean, Daniel's going to be up there for you, right?
Yeah, Scott? Absolutely. I just need to point out this tweet right here from earlier. I literally tweeted this about half an hour before coming on, and I highly expected it to be brought up as a talking point. So
that's fair, actually. I mean, you got
highlighted, you've got all the big three fandom, arguing about, their faves all the time. And I just need to look out for the kind of niche Andy Murray kind of, rose tinted glasses. I need to dig them out every so often. So, but in any case, enough about Andy. Yeah, we've literally spoken far more about Andy on this in the 3-minute long stream than anyone else, any of the actual players we're covering. Daniil, I'm feeling quite good about this match. I was chatting about it last night though, and I'm willing to make a prediction, and I know we don't really like predictions.
No, I like that.
Going off predictions. You're okay with it? Okay.
I love it. Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be Daniil in straight sets. To be honest with you, I am gonna say it's gonna be straight sets. I mean, look at the head-to-head right there, 4-1 to Daniil. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that like either of them are in, like the best of form. Daniil won a title a couple of weeks ago, but like, they've both kind of been up and down. Andrey, I do believe, won a title last month. Is it like a few weeks ago now as well? But they've been kind of like peaking and troughing a little bit towards the end of this year. But I just think that Daniil just has Medvedev. The Rublev's number a wee bit in that sense.
I hear you.
And the stick in his neck, I just feel I do. I just see it as a straight sets win. Like,
Yeah.
to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Rejack?
Yeah. I can give you a bit of a context for sure. Andrey's definitely not been a bad indoor hardcourt player this year by any means. I think he's right up there in the top 5 for indoor wins. However, saying that, it does feel like Daniil has picked it up. If you'd asked me 2 months ago who was going to win, I probably would have said Andrey, to be honest, or 50-50 at least. It's quite hard to, because you're right, Daniil has a lot of advantages over Rublev. But now I feel like you were talking about peaks and troughs, but actually the match against de Minaur was still really high quality. De Minaur brought out an absolute clinic to beat Daniil on a really slow court as well, which normally suits Daniil. But against somebody like de Minaur who moves amazingly around the court, let's just call it a matchup issue. And really, I think Medvedev's still incredibly dangerous. Look at his match against Djokovic instead in Astana, and I think you've got a pretty good idea of where his level's at the moment. And playing like that, playing 90% of his best, 80%, that's enough to beat Rublev for me. The match last year, so their last meeting in Cincinnati in 2021, Rublev.
Is that how long ago it was?
I know, it feels weird, isn't it? I do stuff like this all the time. You're like, that was this year's Cincinnati, but no, it was last year's Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Right, since they last played, yes, that's the last time they played. It's been over a year. If you saw the match, Scott, again, it was one of those ones like this year in Cincinnati where Daniil let himself get rattled by something, and it kind of affected the flow of the match. I'm sure it was like a camera or something. I think he fell into a cameraman or something.
Fell into it, or like stumbled into it, or kind of
something like that.
Something along those lines.
There's always a friggin' asterisk when Daniil loses a match like that. You're like, why? How did he lose a semi-final of a Masters in a hard court? And you're like,
do you like that? Do you like that about him, or do you think that takes away from the tennis?
No, I like it. I like it.
I love it, Jack. Yeah. I love it. I think give me all of the smoke, give me all of the controversy, give me all of it. Like,
because you don't know what you're gonna get
on a tennis court, as long as you're not like injuring anyone or being abusive towards someone. Like, give me it all. Like, give me
exactly.
It all.
We got to look at that. What I was just talking about, the Tsitsipas Cincinnati loss. Yeah. There was fireworks going off, and then Daniil just like double faults 4 times in the same game out of nowhere, and that was enough. And it was just like, for goodness sakes, there is shades, Scott, of the man we were speaking about at the start of this podcast, and I think.
Yes, that's true. Yes, absolutely. And I think I think that definitely kind of factors in. I just like my players who provide a little bit more than just their tennis on the court. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
give me some attitude. Give me some. Feels weird to see personality given. Yeah, as you say, Andy Murray got criticized for so much earlier on in his career for not having a personality. But I mean, look at this. Like, I love. Okay, I mean, you're getting into territory where you're getting maybe a little bit near to that camera person there, but like, given that the camera person I don't think got injured or anything like that, I think it's fine, right?
That's fine. That's so funny. Such a good.
How are you two doing?
Sherry, how you doing? Yeah, good. Thank you.
Good. Hey, Scott, it's first time is actually speaking with you.
It is absolutely.
Yeah.
Can I clarify early on? Is it Srihari? Is that right?
Srihari. Yeah,
Srihari.
You're getting it.
Fantastic, Srihari.
You get it.
Yeah,
at some
absolutely.
point.
It's our first kind of. I feel like we've chatted so much over like WhatsApp and Twitter and things like that, but we've never actually been on a live stream at the same time. I feel like we've kind of been crossing over each other. So
yeah, that's
good to have you on board for this. How are you looking forward to this match?
Yes, I am. Since Rublev is usually a very favorable matchup for Medvedev, so I think this is probably the best way he could start his campaign. And yeah, I do see that you pulled up, scenes from their last meeting. Really, yeah. I mean, it's clearly the turning point of that match. Which was otherwise pretty much a straight set win for Medvedev. I would say he was cruising in that match. Definitely helped Rublev. That Medvedev just lost it completely. Also injured his hand, ramming into the camera. So I expect nothing different today. From their past matches, I think it should be an easy win for Medvedev, just because he likes this matchup so much, and I don't see anywhere for Rublev. I can't think of tactics that Rublev could sort of execute or implement so that he could, get past Daniil today. Not in a way that, Steph was using the net play really well, using the drop shots well to sort of turn around in the way the match dynamic against Medvedev in their last match. So, I expect Daniil to play really well, and obviously that's a great sight. So, in that way, I'm looking forward to this match.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because the things that work for Rublev, the serve, which maybe goes under people's radar as a weapon, but it's up there. Rublev's got a great first serve, attackable second serve, and the forehand obviously is great too. But the fact that Medvedev kind of takes away the first serve from Rublev by standing so deep in the court just gives him way too many chances and too many return games for Rublev to get through this easily. The one thing I would say is the US Open match they had in 2020. I'm just looking at it now. Yeah, 2020. I remember watching that and thinking Rublev could not be playing any better right now. It ended in straight sets. It was a tiebreak, 6-3 tiebreak.
There's only one break of serve that whole match. It was 7-6, 6-3, 7-6 for Medvedev. And Rublev, I think, had set points in the opening set tiebreaker as well.
Yeah.
How demoralizing is that, though, to lose that match like in straight sets?
I know exactly.
And Medvedev lost a very similar match in the semis right after, so he would know the thing there too.
Yeah, it's like, give shades of like that Djokovic. Was it Djokovic Fritz at Wimbledon? Was that the match? Was it Fritz? Was he was playing?
Shapovalov.
There, Shapovalov. Sorry.
Yes. Yeah.
It's almost exactly the same in the sense it was a straight sets, but Shapovalov could not have played any better whatsoever. Like in that match, and he still got straight sets. So,
Rublev
shades of Andy Federer. In Wimbledon 2015, Scott. I just wanted to give you an Andy one there. That's the first thing I can think of. Too. That was brutal.
You didn't need to.
I didn't need to do that. Sorry.
I'll need to take a moment to recover. They have actually started playing.
They have, yeah.
2015 for Rublev. I'm not sure about your streams.
I'm the same.
Okay, that's good.
Jack, are you behind? Are you at the same
No. I'm at 40-15. I was just going to say the first serves so far have been enough to force errors, actually. So maybe Medvedev just taking a second to settle in, but a pretty easy hold there as Rublev gets a 1-love lead.
Right. Can I give you guys like my kind of like vibes with Rublev? What does Rublev need to do if he's gonna, really push to the next level? Because we've seen, he's a
second serve. We'll start from there.
Yeah,
second serve definitely. He could do a lot better there. It's mostly rolling over the net and waiting to be attacked. Return, I think, is not his best, strongest suit either. A lot of times he put up a really great performance against Isner, but then I think he lost his previous couple of matches against him too. He doesn't really do too well against players who can serve well. I mean, take Zverev, for example. That's another like extremely nightmare matchup for Rublev. So I guess I would say return of serve in the second serve. And also he needs to probably add more variety. He's quite one-dimensional.
That's one. I totally agree.
And there's barely any net play. He doesn't try to slice. He doesn't do any drop shots either. I mean, not like Medvedev does a whole lot of that, but then he's just so strong in hugging the baseline. And he can execute a few good drop shots if he needs to. And he's decent at the net. He can volley. I mean, like 70-75% of the time he would win points at the net, I would say, if he's volleying well. Not the case with Rublev. So I think he needs, it's pretty much adding more variety to his game.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I agree with all of that. It's odd, though, for this matchup. It feels like all those improvements wouldn't actually make much headway. I think Rublev would benefit in other matches with all of those sort of additions to his game, but I don't see him. He's not a natural getting forward to the net. I don't see that being good enough to beat Medvedev. Honestly, he has to play. I think because the courts are faster, actually, it will benefit Rublev a bit. He should be able to get through service games easier than he would have. I had an interesting discussion the other day on does Medvedev prefer slow hard courts or fast hard courts, and it just depends on the matchup, really. So for somebody like Rublev, who is going to struggle in a war of attrition with Medvedev, a slow hard court is an absolute nightmare for him. On a faster hard court, where Medvedev sometimes is more comfortable, it probably benefits Rublev more so because he will have that sort of 1-2 punch that he wouldn't have had otherwise. So I think he just needs to play his best, serve +1 sort of game, the style he's comfortable with, rather than looking for something completely different like serving volleys and stuff.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I think that's a reasonable analysis. I think it's an interesting one, what you pointed out, like in regards to this matchup, that like you feel like Medvedev can play like, 60, 70, well, maybe 60 is a bit low, but like 60, 70, 80% of his best and win the match. Whereas Rublev needs to almost just come out guns blazing, like, and as we said, like, show something new, show some variety and things like that. And even then, still he might not win. And do you know what I mean? It just feels like there's so much going against him in this matchup. I mean, watch him win this match now. After we've said this, so like, watch him manage to somehow.
Oh no!
Great start though. Great first 2 points there for this game as well. Already keeping the rallies, within 3 shots max off Rublev's racket. He's not having to hit the ball more than 3 times. And we just saw him finish a point off at the net there, by the way, as well.
He did.
I
thought Medvedev was going to make that.
Yeah, so did I know. Yeah, massive octopus arms. Do you know if he can keep doing this? I don't know what the courts are like this year because they could have. I don't know. I imagine they'll be the same as last year.
They're a tad bit slower than they were last year, right? But still, it's very. What do you call it? It supports the server quite a bit. There are barely any games against the server in general. Last year too, there were. I think majority of the matches didn't have any circumstance where there was a break back. Most of the matches just involved, decisive breaks.
Yeah.
Same so far. This year it's the same. I mean, Casper Ruud got that one break of serve in that second set against Felix. That was enough. Fritz breaking Nadal twice in the second set yesterday was pretty much it.
Yeah. You wonder if they sped up the courts last year because Matteo got to the finals. I'm sure. genuinely not kidding. It's something they might have considered. I don't know. It's not even that much of a conspiracy. I mean, they're allowed to do it,
No,
I remember there was something similar with. That's what Ayla said too. Right? Something similar with the tournament director of the Paris Masters back in 2006 or 7. He said that we did speed up the courts just so that Federer would play. He was refusing to play because the courts were not as quick. So yeah, I mean that's not really a far-fetched theory.
Yeah, that's it. So too. Is that Rublev? Oh no, Rublev's not held. Sorry, just missed a backhand there. Obviously, putting everything into or summarizing everything I just said. Basically, Rublev needs to keep the rallies short. Medvedev will be happy to extend the rallies.
Yeah. I would concur with that.
I think the last 3 matches were on fast hard courts too. It was US Open and Australian Open quarterfinals back to back, really quick courts. Especially Australian Open 2021, the courts were flying. Quite similar first set, and then obviously US Open match was quite close throughout, even though it was straight sets. But once Medvedev got the opening set in the Australian Open quarterfinal, was just one-way traffic. Yeah, we see that last meeting something we don't really use as a sort of benchmark.
Yeah,
but it's something interesting for me, which is Medvedev coming into this tournament. He's not beaten a top 10 player since beating Tsitsipas at the Australian Open, and all of the players he's up against, he's lost his last match against them. Just psychologically, I wonder how that plays out in his head. I think it wouldn't matter much, but yeah,
I think maybe it would still matter if he hadn't kind of shown some signs of form over the kind of past month or so, which he definitely has. He picked up a title. If he hadn't had that kind of, managing to find some semblance of his form, I would really kind of question him coming into this tournament. As it is, I do expect him to, manage to kind of maintain some of that going into this event. But yeah, you're definitely right in that sense that it's definitely his form's not been the best. I'm really intrigued to see how he, returns to Australia after, a heartbreaking loss. But it'll definitely be interesting seeing how he kind of tackles his off season to obviously, you would imagine he's really kind of looking at consistency next year because he's been way off form this entire year really since that loss in Australia. So it'll be interesting to see.
The one thing I would say, and I'm looking at those 5 losses in a row, Srihiri to top 10 players. It's Novak, Stefanos, Hubie, and then Rafa twice. When he was playing at his best at the end of 2020 and throughout most of 2021, his ability to just rattle through service games and then, find breaks, or find break chances in pretty much every return game was exceptional. This year, it seems to be his ability to hold so easily that's kind of went down. So I believe, basically, with the courts a bit faster, that won't benefit him as much as he used to, because he seems to be missing his first serves a bit more often. He's got that double fault problem as well, just out of nowhere for some reason at the latter half of the season. I feel like it used to be a benefit to him, but I just don't think he's serving quite as well as he used to for that to be
really
a
well
good thing.
in Vienna. And for most part in that matching, it's demeanor to just, untimely double faults more than, a lot of double faults. I think there were only 3 in that whole match, 2 of them in the final game, which was alarming and obviously cost him the match pretty much. But yeah, this year overall, he does comfortably lead the, most double faults made stat for all men's players.
Really, Jesus. And also, just to add to what I just said, we've seen Rublev make 2 returns off of not the best first serves, and he's won both points. And we're now
won both points, and that last point was...
Yeah, I think the second point was off a second serve. But
yeah, absolutely ripped it down the line. And winning an extended rally there as well. Against Medvedev, which, as we were saying like 5 minutes ago, we're like, needs to shorten the points, but maybe not. Maybe not. He's now at love 30 on Medvedev's serve.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, he might be able to find a way through if the courts are quick enough with that forehand for sure.
Yeah.
And maybe he'll attack the second serves. He's sending it deep to Medvedev at the moment, trying to boss it with the forehand, and he's succeeding. I think that's love 40 now. Yeah, wow.
Yep.
We've got a photo of me on the screen here. I still need to know, is the beard a good look or not, because I don't like it at all. It's just stubble, basically. I can't grow a beard.
I think you're looking good, mate.
I appreciate that, Scott, but I don't know for sure if
I think maybe can you grow out a little bit more? Is that something you can pull off there or no?
I don't think so, to be honest.
You don't think so?
No, I'm kind of patchy.
First break point 1540. Let's see what happens here.
I think this is more pressing, actually. We will get back onto the beard in a second.
True. Shall we talk about the tennis here, guys?
Medvedev already going for the drop shot, by the way.
But obviously, you guys could talk about, beard or whatever. But gets the break of serve.
Yes,
that was off a Medvedev drop shot, by the way. So if he's already pulling that off, I think everybody collectively shakes their heads at the Medvedev drop shots. I will just say it works. It works in some matchups, but I don't know why he's going for that so early. That is a little worrying.
Because it's Medvedev. Sometimes, a lot of times you watch him play tennis, that's outrageous, that's unbelievable, and then he'll just do that.
And his, I don't know what his right leg sticks out when he's here, playing the drop shot. I don't know why.
It's so weird. Just his entire game, his entire way of playing, all of his strokes are just so odd, and yet somehow they work for him a lot of the time. But then obviously, when you see him kind of, I guess, struggling with form this year, even you're like, this is such an odd player to watch. But I mean, when he's at his best, it's outrageous, and you're like, well, you can't fault it. But when he's not playing his best, you're like, is that the right decision? Is that the right?
Honestly, though, years and years of Fed and Noel in particular being at the top of the game, they're absolutely perfect form. Basically, it's so unencouraging for club players. So Medvedev is he's perfect to have at the top of the game, right?
Yeah, he's almost like a player that, as you say, if you took a club player and you suddenly got him to play world-beating tennis, that is what Medvedev would be.
Exactly.
Some of the players that you see down at your local club, they have the oddest style of play, and some of them are really, really good, obviously. But if you told them that somehow they could play world-beating tennis, that would be Daniil Medvedev, which
100%, yeah.
It's obviously brought in huge fans. That's why I'm a huge fan of him, because it's so bizarre. But makes me feel better about my tennis game in a way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. And by the way, Medvedev already dropping 3 points on Rublev's next service game, so it's 40 love. Last 14 points, Medvedev has only won 3 of them.
That's crazy. Yeah, absolutely. I said to you like before the match that it was going to be straight sets to to Daniil.
Yeah, I guess that did the trick. Oh, you love.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay.
Did you hear what Rublev said about his group earlier in the week?
Yeah.
Very
And what
funny.
I'm doing here.
I
Yeah,
love it so much.
for those that hadn't heard it that are watching, Rublev made some funny comments about the fact. I think that Daniil had said something like, "Oh, we've got 3 former champions in the group," and Rublev kind of piped up saying, "Oh, well, what am I doing here then?" Basically, he's quite funny. He's pretty self-deprecating, isn't he? Got a good sense of humor. 4-1, by the way, to Rublev at the moment. So yeah, he's doing well.
Crazy. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he is.
Medvedev
is missing a lot of returns on the second serve, which I don't really get. I mean, it probably has to do with the fact that he likes working with pace, and Rublev takes a lot of pace. I mean, any player really takes a lot of pace off the second serve, puts him in an uncomfortable position. I mean, even if Medvedev is to drop this first set, I expect him to come through, but we'll see.
I'm not sure, honestly.
I'm not sure,
as I was saying, if the courts are quick enough, Rublev
Yeah.
is. I was saying this the other day. Felix, Holger now, and probably Andrey, top 3 serve plus winners in the game for me. Maybe Steph as well. Actually, Steph's right up there. But you can't. That's why Rublev's so good indoors. You can't really underestimate that. If he gets a sneaky wee break in both sets, for sure he could win it. Definitely.
If you took us back a year, and we were playing this match and Rublev was leading in the first set, I would 100% agree. I'd still say that Medvedev would win it in 3. But yeah, I don't know. It seems like it's got like shades of just a cold start from Daniil. But
yeah,
if Rublev can just keep this up, I'm not as confident now that Medvedev can suddenly find his form. I also feel like Rublev is one of those players that when he's playing like this, he will just get through the match playing like that. Do you know what I mean? His level isn't going to dip or hugely rise beyond what he's playing like right now. So, it's one of those things where it's like, will Medvedev be able to, tune in his game to match that, or is this how it's going to go for the rest of the match? I guess we'll see. But yeah, I'm not as confident that we're seeing a 3-setter here.
I was going to say big service game here, and already seeing Medvedev put a serve plus massive forehand into the court.
Yeah.
Whenever you see Medvedev running around the forehand like that, you know that he's trying to be more aggressive, and that's not it's not characteristic for him. So he's doing something a little bit different, which is already what we're seeing. So I feel like he feels like he needs to do something a bit different today, which pretty much throws away everything I was saying at the start of the match. I thought he'd be quite comfortable just to do his 60% sort of, just hang with the opponent from the back of the court for the rest of the match. But no, he's feeling the pressure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, that tactic wouldn't work on a court that's this quick. It's 40 love up already.
Firing through this game, which is very rare for Daniil.
Scott, you always speak so well about players that aren't called Andy Murray.
Jethro. Hi, Jethro. Love you, buddy. Thank you.
Big hold for Medvedev, by the way. 4-2.
Yeah, crazy.
Easy 1-2 punch on pretty much all of those points. I think there was 2 unreturnables in there as well.
And Gilles Savara is just egging him on there. The applause. But let's see. I still think, the match can slip away pretty quickly on a court like this. But I still personally feel maybe it's a bit too early. We'll see if Rublev, closes out this set.
I mean, this game here is huge, right? If it is huge, I would almost go as far to say, if Medvedev breaks back in this game, it's Medvedev set. Maybe that's calling it too easy, but I don't know.
Yeah, pay attention to Medvedev's return position as well for these first serves, because it looks like he's stepping in again, uncharacteristic of Daniil. Obviously, feels like floating the ball back deep in the baseline to the baseline isn't enough at the moment, given the courts must be a bit quick if he's doing that. There's no way that he steps in to try and take the return early.
It's 30 love up already.
Yeah, 2 really easy points again. It'll be interesting to see if Medvedev pushes back or gets further in as the match goes on. He's probably 2 meters behind the baseline at the moment instead of 7 meters behind the baseline.
So. rare to see.
Yeah, there we go.
3 game points for Rublev.
quite a normal Casper Ruud tactic there, though, to hold back on the second serve, which is why sometimes you see players go second serve and volley against Casper Ruud because of how far back it goes.
I mean, Rublev.
That was so quick; it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, those two goals back to back were just so quick.
And again, when you consider like the players that are playing, like that is not what you would expect to see is super quick service holds from two players who love rallying from the baseline. So interesting.
There's just not much Medvedev can do at the moment. It must mean that he's not doing much wrong on return games. It's just he can't afford to drop serve because it's in Rublev's hands. It'll take a few muck-ups from him basically for the momentum to go Medvedev's way. Jack playing down my analysis. Yeah, Casper. He does always do. It's just a Casper thing. It's not a.
Just crowbar the Casper mention in there. Could be doing that. He played well though yesterday. Yeah, for sure.
I didn't get to see that match actually. If anybody wanted to do a little fill me in, basically, I saw what Vance said about it. That's normally enough, right? But did either of you get to see it?
I only saw bits and pieces of Casper's performance, but I did see the Nadal match in the evening, but I didn't see much of Casper's performance. But I saw that it was,
first set was really boring. I watched that.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't even a game that went to deuce in the first game. Set. Very serve dominant, and then the second set, obviously Felix, threw in a really bad game to get broken. Had loved 30 when Ruud was serving 3-2 with a break, but didn't take that chance, and Ruud just ran away with the match from there.
Yeah, that's fair. What did you guys think of Nadal's showing in the evening? The scoreline is crazy, 6-1.
Yeah, he was just mostly flat. There didn't seem like there was any firepower in him. Not much, at least. I mean, he did well to save most of the break points, but he didn't even have a sniff at Fritz's service games. The best he did was get to 15-30. But didn't have a break point either. Usually when Nadal's in such position, you see him fighting back, still keeping up with the opponent, trying to draw errors, just so that he'll somehow pounce. But none of that was there. Fritz was just cruising pretty much.
Yeah.
And let court there, and Rublev just slaps the forehand inside out for a winner, 30-15.
Yeah, 30-15.
Medvedev.
I saw Vance and a few others actually saying that it's quite a bad matchup for Nadal because they rate Fritz's backhand basically, saying that he can do quite a lot with it, he can attack with it, where other players can't. Quite interesting. Although I also would say Rafa definitely doesn't seem to be playing his best. I think that injury is definitely lingering, right?
Definitely one of those things where it's like, should Rafa be playing the event? Like, questionable, right? But I mean, he knows better than any of us on the internet. But like, it's definitely a kind of questionable time of the year for him.
He probably wouldn't be there if he didn't think he could win. That's generally Rafa's ethos, right? Yeah. So, easy hold for Medvedev again. 5-3. It's gonna. They honestly must be playing really quick because I can't imagine there's even been many return points won outside of that Medvedev service game. So it's gonna be quite wham bam, thank you man, tennis basically.
good description there.
I enjoy that one, Scott.
Right. Well, I'll save the question I was going to ask for after this game. We'll see.
Yeah, see what happens first. Again, another serve plus one. Pay attention to how many times Rublev doesn't win a point in less than 3 or 4 shots in his service games.
Yeah. There has been a few, though. Like, there has been a few in this match already, which, again, is kind of an indicament of, his form generally in this match so far. Like, he's just been so solid that even when Daniil is lucky enough to get the ball back in play and engage in long rallies, Rublev's still managing to hit a winner or strike a winner, so...
Yeah. Medvedev getting kind of lucky there with the ball bouncing off the net, seemed to rattle Rublev a bit. So we're at 15-0, so very, very small chance for Medvedev possibly.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of feedback here. I'll just wait for the sound to die down again if you guys want to take the reins on What was another ridiculous point? Another net cord makes it 15-30.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah. Oh my
The lucky
God.
needs. I'm not complaining, but yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
15-30. Interesting. For Rublev's composure, because he's not the most composed.
No, definitely not, which is
That's
interesting
true.
because like you view him outside of tennis and he seems quite like a low key guy, quite a kind of, as Jack said earlier, quite, self-deprecating humor and things like that. But then on the court, yeah, when things, slightly get away from him, yeah, you can definitely find it more difficult to contain his temper. So it'll be interesting to see what happens if this
Second
game.
serve for Rublev at 15-30. Interesting.
Yeah. Here we go. This is a big point.
Double fault. Oh, goodness.
Oh, interesting.
He just shrugged. He shrugged towards Fernando Vicente as his coach.
I mean, in him, he probably holds in like 30 seconds as well. That's how the score plays out. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Big break point. I can talk through it if you like. Big unreturnable with a 215-kilometer serve down the tee. Second break point. Medvedev surely pushes back a bit. I can't see him. Yeah, he looks like he's trying to find the forehand off some of the returns, almost expecting Rublev just to camp in the ad court, basically. Yeah, Rublev getting another forehand into play. Medvedev just getting it back, comes towards the net. Rublev tries to drop volley. Medvedev gets the chance at a pass and pulls it off. So we're now on 5-4.
There you go. Big reaction as well.
Medvedev gets the break back. Again, a bit fortunate, I would say, that forehand pickup barely floating over the net.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that shot, honestly, was the skillful one. The fortunate part for me was Rublev's execution on the volley, which was
that too. I mean, that just had too much for Medvedev to just, pummel it down the line. Okay, and we're back on serve. Interesting. Glad I wasn't wrong completely when I said that this set's not over yet. But right,
me and Jack were like, it's done.
Right. Okay, that was a terrible volley. I don't know.
It was, yeah, because you honestly felt like Rublev had the ball where he wanted it there, actually. Yeah. I don't know what on earth he was thinking, because it looked like he was trying to drop volley. Should have just put it away.
No, it's not shade. Come
on. Where was the shade? I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, that's true. John's trying to stir the pot here. Our producer.
Cancel Jack.
Cancel Jack. I think Medvedev fans would probably have a word about that. If they're watching it, of course. I don't know if any Medvedev fans in the comments or the chat, just like let us know. Or am I the only one here?
I'm a Medvedev fan. I've seen that at the start of Fieri. He's like top 5
players
for sure. Right? Yeah, definitely. He's right up there. I really enjoy watching him. Even that pass there was good. I feel like that may be the only few rallies of the match, though. Who knows?
That pass was good, but I do need to highlight what you guys were saying about, like, having watched like the multiple replays they showed us of it. That Rublev volley was atrocious. Like, that was the kind of volley that I hit on the court. Landed like on the
We're talking about him, having to approach the net and add more variety. He did a bit of that well in the opening games. What was that? Granted, Medvedev got fortunate to get to 15-40, but still.
Yeah.
It kind of goes back to what I was saying at the start, that you feel like it is in both players' hands whether or not they get broken on these courts. So, like, tiny slip up from Rublev there, and Medvedev made him pay. That was kind of all on Rublev.
Cord.
Yeah.
But Rublev gets the point this time. Yeah, he does.
Rublev gets the point this time, though. Yeah,
right.
He does.
I was like, okay.
Rublev 3 points away from the set here, if he can.
Yeah. Much like he was in the previous game. So
yeah.
It's like left 15. But Medvedev needs some big first serves here if he wants to get out of this game. And
as I was saying earlier, given form and their serving form, and how the match has played out so far, I'm expecting easier service holds from Rublev, to be honest. That's not to say Medvedev, can't be considered about 50-50 with him for the match, but I do feel like Medvedev's going to have to work harder than Rublev, given the size of his forehand as well.
I just want to say that
30-15 for Medvedev. Big serve and serve +1. Yeah, I mean, it's getting back. I think this was a similar sort of scenario in their first set at the Australian Open that they played last year.
Yeah, where it was like neck and neck, right? And then Medvedev kind of ran
Yeah.
away with it.
Yep.
Or in fact, Rublev maybe should have won the set, right?
He should have, I would say. He was pretty much dominating especially from the back of the court, all of those forehands, he was just ripping them. 40-15.
Jeff was maybe right there, Scott, I guess.
I was going to say Jethro was maybe highly wrong there.
Oh, all right.
Okay, last
Agree to disagree, I guess.
15 points or 14 points. 11 of them have gone Medvedev's way.
Yeah, Medvedev changed his match around.
Complete switch. Yeah, that's the exact same stat I was saying, but the opposite way around earlier in the match.
Yeah, it was the 12 of the last 14. Yeah. It was a love hold at 2-5 on a 12 last 15, right? It was the previous game was 40-30.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Medvedev should be feeling confident at this point, like that he can.
As you say, he sort of semi-shanks the forehand.
Yeah, I know, literally I said.
Right.
Starting to the set.
I get it.
So this is not going to go down.
You do wonder if the last break and Rublev coming forward and stuff, if there was a little bit of scar tissue there, because point construction wise, it probably wasn't sitting in Rublev's wheelhouse, and if he'd stayed at the back of the court, I feel like he would have been the favourite in these conditions. So you kind of feel like Medvedev does kind of mess with him a little bit, maybe not on purpose, just having won so many matches against him, because he does make odd decisions against Medvedev where maybe he wouldn't do the same against other players. Kind of respects him from the back of the court a bit more than he should, maybe.
Yeah, and you said that at a brilliant time, because Rublev's just absolutely hammered a forehand that landed about half a meter into the tram lines.
Yeah, 30-15.
I know. It wasn't the worst time to go for it, to be fair.
Big backhand down the line. This could end up being an important point because they're in an extended rally now. Interesting to see how Rublev breaks from it. If he does, Medvedev manages to keep it to the Rublev backhand, has him under pressure now.
Very well.
Oh, Medvedev just misses a down the line backhand though, so it's 40-15.
Yeah, rare to see.
Oh no, it was close. 40-15. Did well to stay in the point and sort of set it up too, but
yeah, he did very well. Like I thought when he changed the direction when the forehand went down the line there, I thought Medvedev was going to take the point, but Rublev did well.
And an unreturnable closes out the game, so we're now at 6-5 to Rublev, or 5-6, I guess, to Medvedev, whatever you want to call it. He's serving to stay in the set, basically.
Yeah, for the third time, which is interesting.
Yeah, I'm going to take the change of ends to open some Haribo sweets, if that's fine, I guess.
Great move, Scott.
I would argue the Haribo Tang Classics are the best Haribo, in my opinion. But...
actually, I agree, definitely.
Sure.
Do we rate Rublev's chances if we do go into a tiebreak here?
I think at that point it's 50-50. It just depends on who serves better. Medvedev's definitely been serving well ever since he did get broken for most part.
There we go. Sorry, just surviving the Scott opening that pack of Haribo there.
Right. Haribo from Bond.
Go on, Shiri, sorry.
Oh yeah, so I meant to say that Medvedev's probably marginally been serving better the last few games than Rublev has. If that is, if that says anything about the tiebreaker, I think Medvedev should probably take it.
I'm feeling Andrey, to be honest. I obviously had that blank at 5-4. I am gonna chalk that down to just the past, I guess, and hope that he rallies in the tiebreak. If they play as well as they both can in this court, or as well as they've shown during the match, I would say, because Medvedev at his best should beat Rublev. But I don't think he will play his best. I think Andrey's just rolling a little bit too easily at the moment on serve.
You would hope that if it is a tiebreak, like the biggest worry I would imagine is if Medvedev ends up winning the set, given the position that Rublev was in, a breakup and things like that. If Medvedev wins his set, like how is he going to tackle the second set going forward? Do you know what I mean? Like how is that going to go down? Like how is Rublev kind of going to recover his form and confidence going into a second set after he probably should have won the first, right? So
yeah,
it'll be interesting to see, but we'll put that discussion on ice for the tiebreak if that is how it's going. 15 love up here from Medvedev.
You might have jinxed it, John. Scott even. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we'll have a look.
A big return from Rublev to go 15-0.
Huge forehand to finish that. That was
Not dead
massive.
yet. I'm underrating the Medvedev serve at the moment. As I say, it's been a problem for the last year, basically, especially against top 10 players. He's just not as comfortable holding serve, especially on break points. His break point save percentage has went down about 7% from last year to this year. That is huge. I don't know if that way of that is very big. And here come the Medvedev double faults.
I thought it was a trash can. I don't know why.
A talking tennis trash can. Yeah, talking tennis mug, probably.
I guess symbolic of Medvedev's serve right now. I mean, was that the first double fault? Yeah, it was.
First double fault, yeah, it was. They're locked in an extended rally now. Medvedev going into the Rublev forehand. The backhand cross-court jail not really working. He's trying to do it now. Backhands cross-court from both of them. Rublev creeping round to the forehand, though, gets the first aggressive one in. I would say he's on top of the point now.
Yep.
Medvedev gone back cross-court. He's kind of neutralised it with some great depth. Rublev getting an inside-out forehand, though, and it's too much. Or inside-in, I should say.
Yeah.
And it's now 15-40.
2 set points. It is
2 set points. This is big.
Interesting.
This will be such a confidence booster for Rublev if he does win this set.
I think it would be enough. As I say, he's not really been troubled on serve, bar that one blip where, again, it was in Rublev's hands to stop himself being broken. He just blinked. Medvedev with a massive first serve out wide, by the way. Rublev somehow gets it back into play, but Medvedev finishes it off with a forehand. I think he'll want to keep points short.
Yeah, that forehand cross. Watching Medvedev play tennis is absolutely insane. Like, he climbed on top of that ball and kind of just angled it.
He's due a wrist injury, I think.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, I think so.
How did he not snap that? I mean, it's crazy.
Medvedev with another serve plus one, by the way, to save the second break point, and it's now juice.
Very much similar. Okay, this reminding me of his match against Fritz in Cincinnati. In a way, of course.
Yeah, what was that, like 3 set points saved or something like that?
Yeah, it was at 5-6. Obviously, Fritz didn't serve for the set, but 5-6. Medvedev, pretty much the inferior player for most of the first set, much like this set, and it's game point for Medvedev. Huge first serve down the tee.
Yeah,
it's nice to see that he still has that in him, right, to save these break points and crucial moments with these big serve. He got his first serve on all of those key points. Right?
And the fact it was 2 forehand winners back to back, that's huge.
Oh, and he holds again. Okay,
with another big serve, unreturnable.
We have a tiebreaker. So from 15-40, 4 consecutive first serves, 2 unreturned serves, or 3 unreturned serves. Sorry, 2 unreturned serves and 2 forehand winners.
This is so typical of some of their kind of recent matches.
Their meetings. I agree. The first set generally quite tight, and then Medvedev kind of runs away with it.
Pretty much all of them. It was also St. Petersburg 2019. It was 7-5, 6-4 for Medvedev. 7-6, 6-3, 7-6 at the US Open. 7-5, 6-3, 6-2, something like that. The Australian Open.
At this point, with the head-to-head as it is, I'm going to account for a little bit of mental scarring and say Medvedev takes it. It's the easy pick, though, right? Is everybody else back in Medvedev?
Well, I have been for a while. Well, I still am, of course.
I think I am. But just like the more I do consider like Medvedev's kind of like,
it's about 50-50 for me.
Yeah, honestly, I would say it is.
Unless Rublev chokes a bit, and he can. He's capable of choking. To be fair, it's not out of the question, especially against players that give him more bother.
You said choking, okay? The way you said it, I thought you were saying something positive. Like he's capable.
No. I know. Yeah, he's capable of. He's capable of choking. I could have phrased it differently.
Medvedev off the forehand, and Rublev gets the mini break.
Yeah,
just as we speak.
Yeah.
Let's not overestimate Rublev, though. He totally could. Choke.
Wow. Okay. Ace down the tee for Medvedev, and it's 2-1 for Rublev with a mini break.
I joke. Rublev's obviously one of the best players in the world, but head-to-head,
you choke. Nah.
Head-to-head obviously matters. I am still taking it into account. I wouldn't put it in as harsh a wording if I was writing it down. But
right.
A draw. See,
all the Rublev fans leaving the chat.
I know, yeah.
Apologies.
Oh, okay. That was a bad. Wait, did Medvedev miss it?
He did miss it.
Yeah, that was a bad miss. Okay.
That was a very bad miss.
Yeah, because Rublev, I don't know what he was thinking with the drop shot, and then Medvedev just went for too much there.
It's bizarre because I feel like Rublev isn't playing brilliantly, to be honest. Like
he's given Medvedev look-ins every so often, but I would say he's been consistent enough on serve to say he's playing well. I think he is playing well, definitely.
Okay, 4-1.
He's had the odd point where he's just went a bit different, basically, and it's looked silly.
Yeah,
4-1 to Rublev. We should clarify, by the way, 4-1 to Rublev in the tiebreak.
Yep.
And Medvedev now has a second serve. I imagine the second serve points won't be great given the conditions.
Medvedev will be very frustrated if he doesn't win this set, given how much.
Rublev pushes a backhand return long by. Oh well, actually we're challenging, so I might be wrong. I'll find out in a second.
It's long, like the way that Medvedev was standing trying to flick it back. It did look long.
Not quite, Scott.
Well,
whoa. Okay, so they replay the point, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so because Medvedev
because he did get it back in place.
Yeah,
that's lucky because
he's not happy about that. He's like,
he was on the back foot though. I feel like
I wasn't that sure that it was long, honestly.
Yeah,
100%.
Hard to tell from this angle, of course. But
to add to that, what I was saying, Medvedev on 43% second serve points won, and Rublev on 70%. So it is Andrey that's winning the majority of the baseline rallies.
Getting frustrated.
Okay, but Medvedev eventually gets the point of a Rublev backhand on first error, and it's 2-4 as we have a changeover in the tiebreaker. I still think there's some twist left here. We'll see.
I think we're going to see something iconic from Daniil.
Okay, so winners, 14 for Medvedev and 8 for Rublev. And unforced errors, 9 for both. So the differential being largely in Medvedev's favor is interesting. It's like +5 for Medvedev, -1 for Rublev.
Yeah.
Take into account that four of the 5, he's had 5 aces and Rublev's just had the 1. That might also be in the winner's tally. And Medvedev a lot more likely to ace than Rublev, who is 4 inches shorter than him or so.
Medvedev really talked in that Rublev backhand, which makes sense.
5-2 though to Rublev as he loses another extended rally. I feel like he's mixing up the direction a lot more than usual. Actually, he does seem to be going into Rublev's forehand a lot. I think he's just wary that if Rublev does manage to get round it, he pretty much has control of the point.
Okay, so 5-2 for Rublev. He has 2 serves, which he just needs to hold on to, and he takes the first set.
Did that stat just say Rublev is one?
Yeah, the majority is the
points. Yeah,
what, over 9 shots? That is not what you're expecting.
Not at all.
Yeah,
which is mad.
Again, it seems to be firepower that's winning the extended rallies rather than attrition, which will definitely suit Rublev rather than Medvedev. Bets on a racket smash if Medvedev loses this next point.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, it's come this far, so yes. Right. 4 set points for Rublev. Let's see. 4 more, I should say.
That was a great return.
Whoa, yeah, that was a really good return, but still in a rally.
Take a long rally here.
Rublev's eating his hand, the trademark.
Oh, here we go.
Right, so Medvedev is 3-6, having saved the 3rd set point. Even if he is to win both of the points on serve, Rublev will have another set point on his serve.
Rublev cracks me up sometimes.
He's just missing the ball to buy that. But,
he needs that.
6-3 for Medvedev. For Rublev, 3-6 for Medvedev, I should say.
I wouldn't bet against Medvedev somehow saving this.
Again, it would all be mental because there's no way Rublev should be losing from this position.
I mean, I'm surprised that's still going on, honestly.
Yeah.
Should have been done long ago.
Big ace out wide to make it 6-4. That's
Here we
a
go.
fourth
Here
set
we
point
go,
race.
boys. Are we ready? Here we go.
This must be tough for both fan bases, I should say, to watch.
Yeah, absolutely.
I could confirm as a Medvedev fan. Obviously, even more so for Rublev fans. He's definitely had the upper hand this entire set.
I think we'll get a reaction from these two guys, regardless of who, loses it.
Second serve from Medvedev.
Big second serve. Oh my god. That is the sort of second serve that screams,
What?
My second serve is being attacked at the moment. That was about 110 miles an hour or so from Medvedev.
Okay, that was the fifth set point Medvedev is saved. So
Yeah, so this is
Here
now
we
this is the
go.
voice.
We all ready?
Right, I'm really intrigued to see what happens here. Happy to talk through
yeah,
the
I mean,
6-5 in the
has
tiebreak.
Rublev just prolonged the inevitable, or are we in for a huge twist here? Let's see.
Rublev misses the first serve out wide, so we're looking at a second serve, which he has covered well throughout the match.
Okay, second
Medvedev
serve.
stepping very far in. Big backhand down the middle. Going cross court with backhands now. Medvedev going down the middle of a backhand. Rublev sort of off the forehand a little bit. They're still trading down the middle. Medvedev goes down the line. Rublev goes down the line. They're trading down the line now. They're not changing from that pattern. Now they're going cross court forehands. Rublev with another backhand cross court. He's on the back foot a little. This rally's going on for ages. Rublev tries to pull the trigger down the line with his backhand.
This is it.
And it's 6-all. Oh my god.
What is happening?
We said it. We called it, boys. We said there was something here.
We knew as soon as Rublev tried to eat his hand, there was he.
You guys called the match at 4-1, by the way. So, yeah. Like,
I was like, I'm not letting you forget that.
6 set points saved. I don't know what's going to happen here. It's going to hurt more if Medvedev loses this set, let's be honest. Like, why did you come this far? Just lose 6-2 and then
it's definitely going to hurt more if Rublev loses this set. Surely. I mean, that's just brutal for him. I definitely think we're getting a racket smash from Rublev if he loses this set. There's no way he doesn't take out his anger somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, I hope he does smash his racket instead of smashing himself.
Yeah. Same.
Yes. Yeah. The self-mutilation of Rublev throughout his career has been pretty brutal, I've got to say.
Yeah, pretty intense.
First serve down the tee from Rublev, by the way, does prompt an unreturnable, so we're now at 7-6. Medvedev's going to have to save a 7th set point if he wants to stay in this.
Okay, now Medvedev needs both points on his serve.
This is I know, yeah. I feel like one of them's going to explode as well.
Yeah, like we saw a similar set between Zverev and Nadal at RG. It's like 6-2 up and 6-all. We'll see what happens here.
Oh, I can't see that. That's the sort of point Medvedev should have won ages ago. Yeah, it's going to an extended rally, though. He pushes the backhand deep and approaches the net. Oh, my God. It prompts the error from Rublev's backhand. The reason I said that should have been finished earlier, by the way, Medvedev's serve was great. It's the sort of one he goes for the backhand instead of...
Again, he's caught in no man's land. Like, how many times has that happened in, like, his career? But he still... The funny part is he wins a lot of those points, too, eventually. Like,
yeah, exactly. He does it the hard way.
I remember that match against Team in the final 2 years ago. So many times that happened. 7-all.
Medvedev, ace
Whoa,
out
set
wide.
Point for Medvedev. Okay.
Has saved 7. Can Rublev save 1?
This is first set point. This is first set point, isn't it?
Yeah, first set point.
Watch him take this. If he takes this, it's so telling.
Okay, now that you said it, Rublev's taking the set. But
do you want to talk through this one?
Okay, I think I'm a little bit behind, so all right. Wait, what happened there?
What happened there?
First serve long.
Oh.
Somebody's
challenged by somebody.
Or did somebody call it from the audience? I don't know.
No. It was definitely called long.
It looked long for me.
And Rublev's challenged it, and it's in.
It's in. Whoa.
But to be fair, Medvedev did get a racket to it regardless, so you'll get another first serve.
Big serve out wide from Rublev. Does try and get the forehand in the ad court. He's desperate to get the forehand. He's going really far out. But Medvedev does find the backhand eventually. Now they're trading backhands cross court. Rublev tries to go out of it by going to the Medvedev backhand. going cross court again though, and he's dumped it in the net, and Medvedev takes the first set after saving 7 set points.
What the hell have we just seen? And Medvedev is just like roaring. He said 7 set points to take the first set.
Oh, he's raging. What's he annoyed about?
I'm going to listen in. If you're happy to talk it.
I'm going to do that as well.
We're all listening in here, team.
He's swearing a lot.
He's yelling about.
He said 2 effing points in an effing tiebreak. I don't know what he's referring to.
Does not smash a racket.
That is the biggest scam I've seen in a long time.
Brutal, guys. See, that was brutal. I can't really hear what it is exactly he's complaining about. I imagine he'll just be.
What a scam! What a scam! I have to say it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I would agree as well. That was just outrageous. And again, so telling. What was that? Saved 7 set points, gets one of his own and takes it. That is.
Yeah. See the extended rally at 6-5 on the 5th set point or whatever it was. That was the one for me. Rublev had been finishing those points so much earlier throughout the entire set. He was willing to go for the first shot in the forehand. He was just getting roped into Medvedev's game there. That's, again, just like Medvedev sort of owned him in their matchup, basically. And it's a lot of history there that made that point last as long as it did.
So many scars.
Just brutal. Truly, truly brutal.
That was a Medvedev special, though, guys? Did enjoy it.
Yeah.
I did enjoy that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Rublev should have taken the set, but let's not overlook how well Medvedev did to save set points on his own serve throughout that set. He did really well.
Sorry, go on. Sure.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how much of what I said you heard, but I did say that the set points that Medvedev saved on his own serve, I think there were 4 or 5 actually, out of 7, right? He did really well, actually. Like, he did what he should have. Rublev just not clinical enough. I don't know how the hell this set has gone in Medvedev's favor, but I mean, I'll take it, man. I take it.
It's actually brutal. I gotta say, like I agree. So like the 2-6 point, there was one that Rublev had a forehand down the line, right? That was
that's when he started to eat his hand.
And that's when he ate his hand.
Yeah, Medvedev again, 2 pretty much big serves and 5-6. This is very reminiscent. Remember how Medvedev just roared so loudly in the empty stands at the 2020 US Open after he beat Rublev in the 3rd set tiebreaker? Very reminiscent of that. He just, against Rublev, he's so animated. It's crazy. Like, I don't know why. Like,
I think he knows he can rile Andrey up a bit, to be honest.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean,
100%.
use the advantage that you can, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're still good pals, but yeah.
Rublev doing
what is this comment?
Like you've had Rublev with chips.
Yeah, I mean, we don't. Okay, there's one thing you should know about talking tennis. We don't really promote cannibalism, so.
I'm anti-cannibalism for the record. Very anti-cannibalism for the record.
We've said a lot about how brutal the end of that set was for Rublev, and it definitely was. But he did do what I think you should do, especially after letting out your temper, taking a break, went off court, went to the bathroom, coming back on court now. Will any of that help him heading into the second set? I don't think so. I'm going to say it's going to be a 6-3 or 6-2, something like that, to Medvedev, second set.
Medvedev, biggest scam artist in history. Who is the closest to Houdini? Probably Novak for me.
Yeah, Novak.
As far as scam artists go, forgetting Alexander Zverev, but wait, what is that?
It's got to be
trying
Novak.
to hit a straight drive, something. I don't know if you guys watch cricket, but
that was the one that he dumped into the net. So
yeah,
it's reminiscent of or similar to the WTA, right? Where a lot of players will get very low on the court. It's not very common for ATP.
Yeah, I mean, no. Ben Stokes would be proud of that shot. Like, really.
Again, you wonder what on earth he was doing, and oh, geez.
Oh my god, I see so much of Novak in this picture. Crap, like cold
fist pump, yeah.
Yeah, and then the roar right after. So much interesting, stuff that Medvedev said. I don't know if you guys watched that video of all 8 players being interviewed in front of the trophy. There's the round table sort of setup. Medvedev spoke about Djokovic. He said that when he was young, he broke out the scene. Everyone said he's not going to compete with Federer and I'll never be as good as them. And he was like, he admired how he proved them wrong. And that's sort of what motivated him as well. Really interesting. I mean, we know that Medvedev and Djokovic have a really good relationship. Medvedev also looks up to Djokovic quite a bit. So yeah, that was nice to see. Also said about Nadal that everybody keeps saying he's finished, but he really never is.
Yeah.
I mean, having been on the receiving end, I think he'd know a thing or two about that.
Yeah.
Okay. 7-6.
Rublev eating the towel now? No, he's not eating the towel. Sorry, he is putting it back.
You hope that Rublev is coming into the set like feeling slightly calmer, having let it out a wee bit. But
I don't really have a clue how Rublev wins from here, to be honest.
If Rublev wins from here, it's insane.
Just way. I mean, I was talking about mental, scarring from the start of that tiebreak. At this point, it's a joke, right? I mean, 7 points saved. There's just no way he doesn't feel that in some way. I'd be very impressed if he comes back and wins this now.
Yeah, what was the more recent match with so many set points? I want to say Rinderknecht against PCB.
Yeah, 9 match points, right? 9 match points saved.
Yep.
Insane. Yeah. Totally different matchup, of course. Rublev really should have had the ability to finish off a couple of points there at least. Just let himself get roped into Daniil's game a bit. Although he does take the first point on Medvedev's service game.
Very long first rally there as well. And Rublev finishing it well. I was going to say that if he'd lost that first point at a big long rally, it's like, well, here we go. But Rublev does take it, so we'll see. And it is Medvedev's serve, so
it's interesting going into a tiebreak because I'm pretty sure by that point, you change balls. I think you change balls the first 9 games, and then after that is this after 7 games. So you wouldn't have changed balls by the end of the tiebreak. The tiebreak, basically, the balls would have slowed down a lot. So tiebreaks generally in the first set should be in favor of a player like Medvedev. Does that make sense? Because you'd have much slower balls than at the start of the match. Yeah. So that could have factored into it for sure.
I wanted to say there. So Medvedev served there, I think, and I think it got called in, did it? And Rublev angrily challenged it. Rublev still
love 30 on Medvedev's serve here in the first set.
Double fault from Medvedev, by the way. Love 30.
Yeah. It's interesting to see if this the same kind of theme carries over into this.
Yeah. By the way, these pictures of players that they show on the end of set scorecards, they're just awful. Like not flattering at all. What
it's very interesting lighting, right?
Yeah, they look kind of like mug shots, right? I don't know.
Yeah, mug shots at a nightclub, if you will.
Yeah.
I mean, what the hell? They went out of the way to ruin that. Okay, 15-30. And big first serve from Medvedev down the tee, 30 all. It was an ace.
I've crept behind you somehow, Srihari. I don't know how that's happened. There we go. I'm back up to speed. Big backhand from Medvedev there.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That is telling. I'm interested. Do you remember? I think Medvedev saved the majority of them with a big first set, right? Or even a big second set.
Yeah,
five of the set points.
It's crazy.
Serve plus ones were a few of them.
Either an ace or there was one that was at was it 3-6? It was a serve up wide, it was an ace. And then there was a serve plus or a little bit of a long exchange that she won.
Yeah. But then the 15-40 and 30-40 points were both serves rounds.
7 set points reminds me of Federer and Djokovic at Wimbledon 2015, the second set. Federer saving 7 set points.
Oh yeah, that kind of goes under the radar because obviously it didn't make an impact in the end of the.
Yeah, it did. I guess. I was fuming because I wanted Novak to win straight sets, but that's, I guess, besides the point.
that's where you Novak fans were at that point. You were like, I don't even care if it wins. Really nice I don't care if he wins the match because he's always going to win. It's just like I want it to be done and dusted in straight sets, and I want to get.
Yeah, I mean that said, I guess it evened out because Federer had his chances in the first set, 2 or 3 set points, and he was the better player too. 4-2 in the tiebreaker. I should say. So it evened out. But Djokovic, I think, was one of his best ever match on grass. Without question. And Medvedev holds.
Yeah.
For one love.
From love 30 down in that first
Yeah,
game.
love 30 down. It went to deuce. There was a serve +1 and an ace. That serve +1, by the way, was amazing. Like Rublev got the return really deep, and Medvedev just sort of scooped that forehand very Nadal-esque, and then Rublev, I think, is sort of semi-given up on these shots. Like they're quite central. It's not like he's pushing them to corners.
What he needs to do, and it's a lot easier said than done, is just go about this set in exactly the same way as he did the first. Because
being in Rublev's shoes. Yeah.
Again, I think the balls could make a big difference. We just saw a little stat come up there that both of Rublev's wings went down by 3 miles an hour on average, forehand and backhand in the tiebreak as opposed to the set. But again, you got to take into account the fact the balls won't have been as bouncy at that point. They just played a whole set or a whole 4 games with them, I believe. Before going into the tiebreak.
Can we briefly talk about that return from Medvedev in that first point there? Like, did you you guys watch it? Like, curled his forehand up and over like this for, I think it was a winner, or at least just an unreturned.
Yeah, I mean there were shots like that last year as well in Turin where somebody shared, it's so aesthetic the way he plays the forehand, like. Nobody should teach their kids how to play tennis, which I agree with, by the way.
Yeah, no, I would.
Should never teach this.
We had it. Well, at the same time, the takeaway is we had a coaching course recently, and Medvedev came up as an example of do you mess with a player's technique and try and dismantle it to teach the perfect technique, or do you let them do what is most comfortable? And of course, it's the second one. As soon as you start messing with what's comfortable for the player, you intrinsically get rid of everything that makes sense to them, I guess. If you try to dismantle Medvedev's forehand now, you would probably mess up the guy's career. His forehand's fine. He does a lot of good work with it. It's maybe not as good as the best forehands in the world. Of course it's not, but it's still right up there. It's a world-class forehand.
Yeah, I mean, I see a lot of similarities between Medvedev and Murray, I should say, like even game-wise, right? Like forehand, not the strongest aspect of the game, but then still they can win points when they need to from their really solid backhand, especially. I mean, Medvedev, I would say both down the line and cross court, he's pretty good. Andy Murray just shies away from going down the line with his backhand.
Yeah, he should.
Even career-wise, I see so much similarity in their trajectories. Like if you see the Sunshine double, or Indian Wells especially, both of them, they just hate that place, right? They've never done well. They've both won the ATP finals. Both won their first slam at the US Open. I just hope Medvedev doesn't end up collecting 5 plates in Australia. He has 2 already, sort of halfway there. But
it's interesting because there's similarities between their game, but Andy also, I think he's got a lot of advantages that just make him so much more difficult to play on. Natural surfaces, clay and grass. He's got those advantages over.
Yeah, I should say clay too. Andy just struggled for so much of his.
He did,
for several years. Even I remember 2011 was a really good season. He made the semis of Monte Carlo and RG, lost to Nadal. I think they were good matches, especially Monte Carlo.
Very good matches, yeah.
He did take the second set 6-2, and I think he got injured towards the end of that match, and Nadal just breadsticked him. But RG made the semis, and again, he didn't do anything significant in 2014. He played that really close quarterfinal in Rome against Nadal, won the first set 6-1, lost 6-3 in the decider. Obviously, he got swept aside.
I remember, Murray at his best, able to come forward at Wimbledon in general, his ability to do that is so much better than Daniil's. And then RG and clay in general, it took him a long time to get used to playing drop shots, finding a little bit of variety to outfox the other player. He's such a good clay courter now, or used to be, I should say, for the 2015-2016 period.
Even the 2017, that RG campaign was really good. I mean, he beat Hachinov, Del Potro, Nishikori, all of these, quality play. Is that break point for Rublev? Yeah, it is.
It is, yeah. Well, let's talk through it. Yeah. To Rublev, right? I can talk through this one and tell you what happens here.
Yep.
Medvedev going for first serve. Out wide, misses it. Second serve, as I was saying earlier, Medvedev not the greatest on second serve points throughout this match. Rublev finds a backhand cross court, going cross court, goes down the line immediately to get out of that pattern, finds a forehand, backhand down the middle. They're trading pretty neutral shots at the moment. Rublev creeps to the ad court to get his first forehand into play there. Has to slice it though as Medvedev finds the angle. Rublev with a really good forehand down the line, has control of the point, goes inside in. Medvedev with amazing defense, has just about got it back to neutral, but pushes the final backhand long. So Rublev gets it. Break.
Crazy. If Rublev wins this, it's immense. Like, absolutely immense if Rublev wins this match. And I know we're a long way from it, but like,
Medvedev's
frustration there as well.
down, I guess. But...
Can you guys give me a second to do my own change of ends?
Right, sure.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, crack on. Yeah, interesting seeing Medvedev really kind of lose it a wee bit there.
Yep.
Audibly as well, frustrated, yelling up at his camp, I would imagine. I'm not sure what.
Yeah, probably his coach, his favorite punching bag, right?
Again,
yeah,
similar with Murray, I suppose.
Yeah, that too, yes.
Yeah, laying out a wee bit, which, yeah, Medvedev is definitely. These two players, like, as soon as their kind of luck begins to change in a match for the worse, like, they'll let it out a wee bit. Good to see Rublev not just giving it away, though, at the start of the second, which I kind of predicted would happen. But all of my predictions so far.
That explains it. Like, yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. Maybe Rublev could take the set. Who knows?
Like, at this point, are you still predicting a Medvedev win?
Overall? I still do, yes.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, the way he scammed his way through that first set, I still have hope. I did have hope for until I would say 2-6 in the tiebreaker.
Yeah, fair.
And then the only reason I thought, okay, we could have a twist is because it's Rublev against Medvedev. So,
yeah. And
that did happen.
But this at the moment is almost going exactly the same as the first one in the sense. Break came early. Breakers came early.
It's like the 2012 final between Djokovic and Federer. Very similar. Like,
yeah.
Federer also went up a break, second set serve for it, had set points. Interesting question.
Yeah, go on then. What do you think?
Right. If he does win a slam next season, I want to say yes. Else probably not.
Yeah, I could see him definitely getting the same. I could see him getting 3 for sure. I think they would come in Australia or the US, like on hard courts. He would have to adapt his game quite a bit for the grass and for clay if he was going to win either of those 2 majors. But yeah, I could definitely, to be honest, I could definitely see him winning 3/4/ maybe 5 if he dialed in a wee bit next year.
Was that forehand wide or in?
It was definitely in. Looks like it was.
It was in, yeah. Watching it, it seemed in to me, but yeah, it was in. So 40 love, Rublev, second serve.
Yeah, really playing well here. Big serve down line there. 6 back. Was that out? Yeah, it was.
Okay, yeah, it was.
Not a terrible time to make.
Oh, no. I thought that was long and he just slapped it back, but no, it was long. Okay, it was
long anyway.
40-15.
Was that in? No, just that. It's fine.
It is. And Rublev holds for 3-1.
Yeah, 3-1. Yeah, sorry, I thought that was out. What? Okay.
No,
that was a
okay. So last 15 points, 12 of them have gone Rublev's way.
I mean, we've seen this kind of shift quite a bit this match.
He's literally starting this set in exactly the same way as the first set, which is how he should play.
How he should play, but it's closing it out. That's the problem.
Was that backhand in from Medvedev? Yes. That was outrageous.
He just tends to do that quite a bit. Nice to see he finally got a haircut though. My God, he was not looking that good
I
during
thought
the.
the longer hair was okay. No, did you not like it on him?
I did not like it as much, really. Just yeah,
No.
it just felt really untidy for him at least.
Yeah, fair play.
But yeah, this is a much better look. Obviously, I think his best look was 2 years ago with that outfit, the 2020 Paris-Bercy in ATP
Yeah.
finals. That was his best look easily.
This is another big long rally here. Oh,
Oh,
makes an
that
error. Out
was
wide and far right.
terrible backhand from Medvedev, 15 all.
Yeah, this is interesting here.
Yeah.
See if Medvedev can like dial up slightly. Because again, like I don't know if he really, he really didn't do a huge amount. You know, well, he was okay. He was okay in coming back, but you did feel like Rublev sort of kind of, let him get away with his antics towards the end of that first set, in the sense that like he came out firing with some big first serves and ripped a few second serves as well. So it'll be interesting to see if Medvedev can kind of find some sort of form to kind of roll through the second set.
Yeah,
But at the moment,
that was a huge second. So Rublev wasn't anticipating it, so he went big.
yeah, I
Huge
did.
shank and hands on the hips.
A classic stance, to be honest.
Rublev needs some.
I think Rublev needs some Haribo. Still making my way through them. Still enjoying
Yeah,
it.
you might want to save some for Andrey. Okay, 30 all, is it? Right, yeah, it is 30 all.
It is, This is beginning to have vibes of potentially, being an epic 3-setter, but let's not say it too early.
Yeah, could be. I mean, the quality obviously is to go up a lot more in the. Okay,
Forehand, yeah.
good forehand winner from Medvedev, 40-30.
Very good approach forehand, yeah.
For him, I think with Rublev, you wouldn't really be putting pressure on him if you're rolling through your service games, even when he has the break. It is when you give him a sniff and you hold, he tends to get rattled.
Yeah, fair. Yeah. Another long rally here. Rublev spikes it
goes
long.
long and
Yeah, he
Medvedev
does.
holds.
Hello again, guys.
One service break. And Jack's back with us for the next changeover.
What did I miss?
Oh, so there was 30 all in the previous service game, which is interesting. But obviously, Medvedev eventually holds for 2-3. Rublev still with the break of serve.
Easy holds or?
This one was a little convoluted. Rublev's hold was pretty comfortable. 40-15.
So it's still Medvedev that's struggling on serve?
Yeah, I would say so, yeah.
We were saying it's very, very similar vibes to first set. Rublev going up a break.
7 more set points, maybe?
I was saying there's some shades of a potential epic 3-setter coming up here.
I cannot take that. I want a smooth sailing tournament, please. Like last year has been too much. Like especially RG last year. Good lord, I could not. Like it was 4 matches in a row that had me pulling my hairs out. The Musetti match and then the Berrettini match, which should have ended in straight sets. I don't know why the hell Djokovic was in the fourth set, and obviously screaming like a maniac after he wins that match. Semi-final aged me 50 years, I would say easily. The third set was something else. Like, I mean, Djokovic he's dominating. 5-4 30 love. He misses an easy forehand, and then like from there he gets broken. He's down set point. He has some break points too at 5 all. And then that tiebreaker was just perfect, I would say, from Djokovic. And then this final, like it just what felt like pretty quickly, the Djokovic was 2 sets down. And I was like, we didn't come this far just to lose this comfortably. And then what happens after was how that serve and that angle, whoa.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Was that long?
I don't think he gets to the point though, because it was called out.
Yeah. Oh no. Well. Oh. Okay. Well. So he just has to.
What just happened?
Just has to retake it.
Medvedev did get a racket on it, to be fair.
Yeah. Fair.
He's that far back.
Yeah, Medvedev standing far back, right behind the Turin.
Yeah, he's kind of changed tack here. Obviously, feels maybe he's going further back as the balls get slower. Honestly, I'm happy to extend the rallies until the new balls come out. Be interested to see if he pushes forward again, and when
Andre,
the new
the
balls
bread and
do come out.
butter.
Yeah, I
It's
mean
just
the
about-
serve out wide is what you need to do to trouble Medvedev. So
Yeah.
Tsitsipas doing that. So Dominor also doing that a bit. Rublev is executing it pretty well.
If only they could come forward off the back of it. Sorry, I'm really enjoying this bagel.
Right.
No
Okay, was
bagels
that
on
all?
offer in this
Was
tennis
that
match.
wide? Yeah, 15 all.
Yeah, 15 all, yeah.
Great
Yeah.
wide serve again.
Very
But
interesting choice of food, their bagel, while watching a tennis match.
I know,
quite
yeah,
appreciate-
I'm
I quite
jinxing it for the
appreciate
third set.
Yeah, well, I hope there's no third set. But it was like 30-15 for Rublev.
Reminder that Jack and I said relatively easy straight sets win for Medvedev.
What did I have for lunch? Yeah, I had rice. Essentially, what we South Indians have typically rice and this thing called sambar. It's essentially, blend of lentils and vegetables, and vegetables on the side with that too. That's what I had for lunch. I don't know if anyone's like very. How do I say? What do you have? Rice, veg, and lentils. Right.
A bagel, yeah.
I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with like South Indian cuisine. So I guess it's a typical like meal that you have for lunch.
Actually sounds fantastic, to be honest with you.
Sounds super healthy as well.
It does, yeah.
Who's my pick to
Yeah.
win the Australian Open on the men's side? It's got to be Novak, right?
Let
Nobody
him get
beats
there.
nobody beats Novak and Oz if he's playing his best. If he gets there, obviously, yeah. If he doesn't get there,
Yeah.
which is still kind of up in the air, then I would
Up in
say
the air, yeah.
I think he'll be allowed back in though.
That was in. Oh no. Okay.
I'll go for Yannick Sinner for fun. Although he's obviously going for a lot of injuries at the moment, it's kind of difficult to pick him for sure as well, given that's the case. Yeah, I'll stick with Sinner though if he's healthy. Why not? That's a very throwaway prediction, actually. Honestly, Jeffro, I would say if my house was on it, I'd say Medvedev.
Wait, did you say if your house is on it, you'd say Medvedev to win the Australian Open?
Yeah, if Novak's not there, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's
Novak's
fair. That's
not
what we
there, right?
had this year too. Actually, I have Jethro, his Sinner as a high favorite. I'm surprised you didn't say Baez or Schwartzman or team. 15-30.
Yeah, I mean, we all know what Scott's answer is.
Yeah.
What is that forehand?
I don't know.
I just want to replicate. Like he goes this, like that, and it goes inside out for an angle winner.
Yeah,
like,
I just rewind that. There's no way he should have made that. Like
it's just ridiculous.
I think that's what's rattling Rublev so much. Like, how the hell is this guy even a professional tennis player playing this way? And
Yeah.
okay, misses the
amazing.
forehand inside out. 40-30 for Medvedev from love 30. Interesting.
If Rublev is going to start missing big
My
forehands like that,
Bias fades away when I'm. You mean your bias fades away? Like, okay, that was a bad joke, but
that's what I heard as well, actually.
Right. Okay, Medvedev holds. RG. You mean boys RG? Okay, maybe, but
Brutal.
I mean, Diego doesn't deserve that, but right.
Brutal for Diego.
For Rublev, still that one break of serve.
We're at the point in the match though where Medvedev broke back in the last set. So is that still going to be playing around in Rublev's head? Probably.
I think Schwartzman, like, I mean, seriously speaking, you should probably try some underarm serves. No, really. Could give him quite a bit of an advantage sometimes, especially if the guy is losing sets from 2 breaks, 3 breaks up, right? So if he is to get through, try something different.
While we have Jethro listening to us, like I just wanted to shout out Jethro for having like quite a bizarre selection of favorite players.
He's beaten team. Okay.
Wow,
Good
firing
one.
shots there.
Yeah. Shots back and forth.
Wait, did Novak ever beat Team at the French Open?
2016.
Oh right. Oh yeah. Okay. And then what? Team one beat him a couple of times.
17. So Djokovic wins RG, beating team in the semis, and then the next year loses to team in the quarterfinal. Djokovic wins RG in 2021, beating Nadal in the semis, loses to Nadal in the quarterfinal the year after.
He got
Yeah.
yeah. We won't bring that up because I'm pretty sure something. It was a pretty bad
I
ending in
don't know what
2017.
it is, but yeah, like even if you look at Federer, I mean he tried same thing with Federer, like he beat Soderling in the final in 2009, lost to him in the quarterfinal in 2010. Nadal wins AO in 2009, loses in the quarterfinal. Of course, he retired, but it'll be interesting. How far does he make in 2023?
We're at 4-3 now. Rublev serving.
Second serve for Rublev.
Interesting to see them trade like 5 cross-court forehands there. Rublev
Yeah.
obviously confident that Medvedev will eventually break down, which it did there.
Yeah,
15 love.
Medvedev's not like pulling out like outrageous shots, but then getting into lengthy rallies and just giving them away is.
That's not like him. Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not.
And it doesn't even look like it's the conditions at this point. Again, I would imagine the balls will have slowed down a little bit.
Scott, there's one innuendo your way.
How is Scott going to feel if Ruud wins more slams than Andrey? I need to stress, I don't dislike Casper Ruud. I just don't think he's winning a major title anytime soon. Like, he reached 2 finals this year, and that is him. In my opinion, this is going to sound really harsh. That's him kind of overperforming. I'm not gonna lie. Like, is that harsh?
Watch out for
I think Andy fans secretly, although actually Casper Ruud is in the Andy camp in that he reaches finals but doesn't win slams. I think we're
Who's Skadoo here?
We're all secretly hold a grudge against any player who wins a slam more easily than Andy, I think, because it just feels like unjust.
So is that everybody?
Yeah, pretty much anybody. Yeah.
I don't know that I don't feel the same way about Medvedev though. Like, because Medvedev, I don't know. Like, I feel like Medvedev kind of went through it to win his, his major as well.
I mean, who's your preference, team or Medvedev? Like, amongst the two players?
I love them both, to be honest. If I had to pick, I probably would pick team. To be honest, I do.
To watch team. I just
feel like he's more explosive. Although, like, Medvedev's just got so much going on for him. Even watching this match now, there are just some shots from him. I'm like, what? This is laughable. And right as we say this, by the way, Rublev is kind of losing the plot a little bit again, getting annoyed, getting frustrated with the umpire, despite the fact that he's a game away from winning the set. Is he? Yeah, he is.
Yes, yeah. Medvedev surfing to stay in at the moment, 3-5 down. Exactly the same as the first set, of course.
Very similar to the first set. Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see if Medvedev can do anything to really kind of salvage this. Let's say here. First, he needs to hold serve before anything else.
It does. It looks like most of the rallies are fairly lengthy, or more of the rallies are fairly lengthy compared to the first set, and Medvedev's losing them. So, yeah, we could see something similar in the final game of this set, or the final game. If it is the final game, I think Rublev could blow it again, possibly.
Is he challenging this? Looks like it is.
Yeah, Leani says it was in. Medvedev's challenging it.
And how did he call that from the chair? Being able to tell, that's insane.
Yeah, the soft signal was this. So
yeah, that's crazy umpire.
Love 15.
Wow, that was tough.
Whoa, wouldn't have been in even in doubles.
No, it wouldn't have been. No, that was wild.
And Rublev is just fuming. 15 all. Lazzy, if Medvedev is to hold, will Rublev serve it out?
No, I was going to say it was an extended rally, but to be honest, it was only 4 shots. So Medvedev now 2.
Let's say Medvedev wins this match. Do you think he gets just that enough confidence to raise his level going into the next match against either Novak or Steph?
Yeah, maybe. Like, I mean, he'll get the confidence necessary to be able to be like, well, I can play at a level.
Yeah, it's the matchup too. So I think if he gets
Yeah.
Djokovic next, he will probably play himself into better form because he likes that.
You would hope so. You would hope so.
40-15.
I will say, I think if Medvedev goes out and plays similarly like this against Djokovic will beat him quite comfortably.
Yeah, for my predictions are I have Medvedev winning the group and then losing to Djokovic in the final.
Wow. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. I could see that.
And I had Fritz and Felix going through from the other group.
Fritz and Felix. Yeah.
Yeah, Felix, we'll see, but
Felix, I feel like it's just a bit exhausted at the moment, right? It's tired after this one.
Yeah. Second
That's
serve from
what I
Medvedev,
think.
40-30, and double fault again?
Yeah, it was.
Back-to-back double faults. And it's Deuce obviously biting at his coach. Because, of course, as we know, Gilles Savara is the cause of all of his issues. Right.
And also
I
the
think
cause
Jack's-
of all of his bizarre
Yeah,
shots.
wait, is Jack's muted? So,
Oh, yeah, he's muted.
yes, he is muted.
Jack, we'll try and lip read if you want to. No, still nothing.
Mute.
He's going to
Oh.
come back.
Right. Okay,
Set
wait.
points
Set
here.
point for Rublev? What?
Yeah, this is big.
And
And saved.
okay, saved.
Rublev cannot convert a set point today.
Is this the beginning of like just a ridiculous situation where
I don't know.
where Rublev cannot take set points? Because if it is, it's an uncomfortable situation for him to be in, to be honest.
Yeah, so Deuce.
Great return though. Approaches the net.
Good
Medvedev with a
return,
pass
and-
makes it. Medvedev almost hits it right back at him, but manages to lob it over him, and Rublev puts away the smash.
And it's
very
set
well.
point for Rublev. Second
All-
set point.
If my account,
Am I back?
you are back, Jack.
Yes, you are.
You've
I've
joined it
lost-
right at a good time where
I've lost my
overall
screen though.
match, I do believe this is Rublev's 9th set point. Is that correct? I think
Yes,
it is.
9th this entire match, and he's 0 for 8.
So Medvedev just saved another set point as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh, and so he saved that as well. That is
9 set points saved. And that was the 7th that he saved on his own serve. So
How was it saved there? I'm just trying to get the stream back up. I don't know why it's.
it was a big first serve, wasn't it?
yeah, I mean Medvedev was 40-15 up, double faults twice. Rublev has 2 set points after
Jeez, oh.
Deuce. Second serve for Medvedev.
Right, I'm at juice.
Another double fault.
Jesus Christ. I don't know if you saw how far away his toss was there. It was so far away from his body. It basically had to be a slider.
How is it that everybody is support aside from Novak just keeps double faulting all the time?
It looks well. If it's a tossing issue every time, then it could be the yips from Medvedev. 10th set point.
Second, I think that's the first time Rublev's getting this look at his second serve and set point.
Was that?
No.
What?
I was going to say in the first set, Medvedev did something similar.
Okay,
right?
Rublev's challenging it? I think that was it.
I was in. It was good. Yeah, well, one of the second serves in the first set was like, 110 miles an hour? That one was, 206? What's that? That's about 128 or so.
Oh, it was out.
Was it?
It was. Apparently it was.
Yeah. It was a double fault.
Wow.
Oh, for goodness sakes.
We're here.
Right.
We're here for the long haul, boys.
That is 4 double faults in that game, right?
Yeah. Wow.
Right. The double faults
And
are getting a joke,
both of
honestly.
them like back to back as well. So
What's Daniil saying to his coach?
why can't you play instead of me? That's what he's saying.
It's fair. Right? Getting the stats up there, although obviously, I mean, it doesn't really matter about the stat. Although, credit to Rublev, he was barely troubled on his serve, right? I don't think he dropped many return points at all. 4. He dropped 4 out of 20. So just no trouble at all for him to hold serve. And Medvedev obviously collapsing in that last game.
Yeah.
93% first serve one, so obviously only dropped 1 point on first serve throughout that set. Just shows you how easy it is for him to to enact that 1-2 punch when he does get that first delivery in, which is it's a good serve. And it's 70% first serves in. He actually couldn't have played a much cleaner set, which is completely contrasting to what I said at the start of the set, right?
I have to say, I'm very impressed by Rublev.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Medvedev is playing outrageously. And Medvedev didn't really change anything after winning the first set. He's continued to play exactly kind of the same way. Not really willing to trade up. Almost, I guess, relying on Medvedev, relying on Rublev to like kind of fade away, which I thought he would, but he hasn't, and he's continued to just grind away, and he's been rewarded for it. So
yeah, I mean,
impressive.
it was quite similar to the first set in that Medvedev was never really playing that well, but when it came to big moments, it's almost like he had a one up over Rublev, right? So if he'd saved that set point and he was 1 inch away from doing it, he could have held and broken for sure.
Yeah. How do we see this the third set go?
Medvedev's definitely playing worse. Rublev's
You have to make a call.
Yeah, because Rublev's serving, holding serve so easily, and I really didn't expect him to do that, to be honest. I thought there would be a bit of scar tissue, but he's just rolling on serve, and Medvedev absolutely isn't. You kind of got to say Rublev.
Yeah. I think I would agree, to be honest. Yeah. I mean, especially if Medvedev just goes about this third set in the exactly same way as he's played this entire match so far.
It's a really weird match, though, Scott. Honestly,
it's bizarre. Yeah, I feel like neither of them have really done much different, but you've just seen two sets with different results, and it's certainly odd.
Well, obviously, any of those 7 set points in the first set could have went the other way.
Yeah, for sure. Big, long, extended rally to start this. Oh,
sneeze!
Rublev falls over.
Oh, jeez, sorry.
Did he stumble? I thought he stumbled there. Oh, did he? No, okay.
What's the point? He was on the back foot there for sure. Again, just shows you Medvedev is struggling to play offense. Never been his forte, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that sneeze has got me, honestly. I'm spaced out. Coming back to it, 15-love, Rublev second serve. Yeah, it's been an area of the match that Medvedev has just not been able to do anything on. Like, he's trying to attack second serves there, and he shanked it. Exactly, shanks it at the lines judge. He's just doing nothing in terms of being offensive on second serve, and he never has. He's just happy to roll it back in. It's just obviously doesn't feel comfortable in these conditions.
Yeah, he does.
Harry, what are your thoughts? Like, what does Medvedev need to do to?
I think his return especially on the deuce side, needs to. I mean, he needs to do something different because players are sort of predicting where he'll go. They're exploiting that serve out wide. Rublev's done it really well. Got him a lot of free points this match. So yeah, I think, and also on the second serves, like he's just missed way too many returns. So I think. Those are 2 rooms for improvement, I would say. Just return, and obviously, don't double fault. It's a very obvious thing, but
the double faults are odd, right?
Yeah, like 4 of them in that last game, and all like 2 in succession on 2 occasions.
Yeah. Jeff was right, actually. That's a big question. Like, why do tennis players never sneeze during matches?
Tiago once sneezed. That's all.
Oh yeah, so he did. I remember that. That was quite an historic moment, actually.
He even burped once. I remember it was against Wawrinka and Basel. I don't know why I remember this, but yeah, he was getting ready to serve and he just burps out loud. And the backhand was in. Okay,
this is a big rally. Yeah, let's stop talking.
And Medvedev's forehand goes wide.
Yeah, I thought it was in to begin with there, but no, just wide.
Obviously feeling pressure to keep it away from the Rublev forehand, which is actually, let's respect it, it's doing damage. It's probably been the best shot this match, I guess, overall, bar the set points, I guess. It's the seems to be what's owning the match at the moment.
It's 40-15, and Rublev misses the first serve.
If Rublev can get an early break a game, I feel like that might be it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'd agree.
I think it would be. Sky's up forehand. Well, Sky's up.
You got to remember, obviously, the first break in the first set, the only break of the match for Medvedev was kind of given to Medvedev on account of a few untidy points from Rublev. Again, it's been him that's been controlling his service games rather than the other way around, where Medvedev has been able, or Rublev has been making inroads in Medvedev's serve of his own accord.
Bizarre return there again from Medvedev, as it always is. But makes it. Was that winner?
Nope. It was.
Hit it out. I hate that angle.
I don't know why they switched to this.
I love that angle. I love it.
It's great, but you can't. It's great. It's great, Jack. But you can't tell if that was out or not.
Yeah, you cannot ever.
Was that a winner or?
Well, there we go. A bit more light. Can you see me now?
You're looking good.
Thank you.
You can really see the beard coming in there, mate.
Yeah. Not sure about it. First serve placement set 2. There you go. Barely ever. In fact, never. 0% within. Well, that's probably about a foot of the line. Great placement.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's fantastic.
I'd like to see Medvedev's though, because if Medvedev's not spot serving as well, I'd be surprised. King Rune going to destroy all the Italians.
Yeah, 15 love. Good first serve ace for Med. Did you see what Medvedev just did?
Yeah, I did.
What happened there, sorry?
Oh my god, he's so weird.
He just aced Rublev, and then he mimicked his own service.
He shadowed his service.
He's such a character. I love him.
Yeah.
But even that looked weird. His serve's about the cleanest shot in his arsenal, and maybe
I was just absolutely dragging him. It's so harsh.
He'd agree. I'm sure he'd agree. To be fair.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's even a bad thing. It's more testament to how far he's gotten with the kind of game style he has, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Not this camera angle, please. I don't want to swear here.
This one's good. This one's good.
I prefer this one to the one that Jack likes. All right.
I like seeing what the players see.
Oh,
great return.
He would make that on a better day, though, wouldn't he, Medvedev?
The forehand pass there, yeah, probably. I would say so. At least make Rublev play
probably
right.
30-15 still.
At least make him play a volley like that heavy-handed one in the first set on essentially a set point. I think he gave it was break point, wasn't it?
It was break point. Yeah, when Rublev was serving for the first set, and
that was out. Yeah,
it was wide. Yeah,
early on. Here we go.
This has been rough. This has been really rough for Medvedev.
It has been. I mean, realistically, the match should be over, right? 7 set points in the first set. So.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, to Rublev. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, for sure.
And that
return was in. It was
great return. Yeah,
great.
Here we go. Not a lot of competition. Yeah, matches tournament so far. Yeah, I mean, I think I would agree with that.
Match of the. In fact, I wouldn't say it's the match of the Medvedev-Rublev rivalry, right? I think they've had better matches than this.
They've had better matches than this. It's not been the greatest quality. There's been signs here and there of some, when there's been some great strings of points, but generally speaking, it's been kind of, it's been I don't know, a bit of a kind of grating watch in areas. But apart from talking to you boys, made it that much more entertaining, of course. So.
Of course.
Okay, bad miss from Rublev, really.
Extremely cheap, I would say. There was not really any need for him to push that backhand long. It was a rally ball. Wasn't going offensive on it at all.
He challenged it.
Not a challenge. I mean, this would probably in, considering how good Rublev's been with challenges.
I don't know. There you go. out by a good fit.
It's long by a fair amount of distance. So it's deuce. Medvedev was 30 love up in this game. Rublev was getting some really good return. Okay, bad miss on the forehand. That was in the middle of the net.
First punch of the racket there.
Yeah.
Boy, good morning.
Tuning in at the. Honestly, I feel like if you're Rublev, are you not branding? Are you not copywriting that? Boy, getting it on t-shirts, getting out there.
Yeah, for sure. They'd sell well.
Yeah, I think they would. I would be buying.
Oh, double fault again. You're kidding me.
Oh my God. Medvedev fans must be So annoyed.
Absolutely bizarre that the story of this match has been Medvedev either double faulting or hitting some unreturnable first and second serves.
Yeah, the serving disparities have been crazy. You're right. 8 double faults, Jesus, and then like 13 aces.
Yeah.
That tells you everything you need to know.
Not a long rally here.
Again, Rublev, the one that's dictating with the forehand,
They're really
though.
going down the line quite a bit here to each other. Yeah, here we go. Yep, here we go.
He's just happy to go into the Medvedev forehand all day.
But waited for the air that didn't really come. Rublev makes one instead, and it is advantage Medvedev on his serve. Medvedev having to work so hard though in his service games.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
far.
way harder than usual. Again, courts should be fast enough that that's not the case, but just the general execution on Medvedev's serve is nothing in compared to previous years, or the last couple of years at least. It's just so spotty. He's had matches where it's there, but generally, for a whole season, it's been nowhere near as good.
Yeah.
Break point, right? Oh no, add to Medvedev. Forgot Rublev missed that shot. Yeah, good point. Of course, Jane's saying there, Medvedev was recovering from hernia surgery over the clay season, right?
Totally blank, to be honest.
Yeah, so I mean that can make it maybe a bit harder to pull up on the serve.
Definitely can. It just gave me kind of confidence that he won a title a couple of weeks ago, or was that actually last week or the week before?
The week before, right? It was in Vienna. Was it in Vienna?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, Vienna. But yeah, I mean that was, I guess, really the only sign that he was improving. Although, and then he reached the final. Was it the final against Djokovic or the semi-final?
In Astana.
Yeah,
semi-final. Yeah. And obviously, looked the better player for some of that match, I would say.
Absolutely. So there've definitely been signs that he's been improving, but yeah, maybe the consistency can kind of be dialed down to that for sure. With the Medvedev setting out another ad point here on a serve.
Another unforced error from Rublev, giving the ad advantage to Medvedev on his serve, and he hits an ace.
Big serve.
Finally.
1-1 here.
Give me 2 seconds for this game, guys.
Yeah.
Sure.
Gonna be interesting.
Rublev had 2 break points.
What was that?
Rublev had 2 break points that game.
Do you believe he did? Yes. So again, it was kind of looking as though it might follow a similar pattern to the kind of first 2 sets, in the sense that he would have been going up a break early. This would have been more telling though if he had done it, because obviously we're not later. But yeah, we're still at 1-1, so I guess we'll see.
8 double faults. Ooh.
Yeah.
Is it 9 now, or is it?
I think it's 9. Yeah, I think it is.
He did. I think he did double fault after. Good return from Medvedev. Yeah, a pretty neutral rally here.
Another big long rally
here.
Here.
Back on cross courts.
Really getting back into that down the line stance though. Seems to be Medvedev's more willing to go cross court with a forehand though. Yeah, big. Here we go. Oh, we're still in the rally though.
Yeah.
This was that in? Was it? It was.
It was in. And
Rips forehand cross court. It's still going.
Still going, yeah.
Medvedev changes direction with a forehand.
Whoa, what a forehand winner from Medvedev, inside out.
What a point.
That was a really good rally. I mean, probably the longest rally you'll ever get on this court.
And that might be, honestly, like, if there's a small kind of, momentum swings or, telling points, this could be it. Because especially when you look at Medvedev's reaction.
No, Scott, I need you to say that Rublev's going to win. Like you say. That would help a lot.
Medvedev's reaction after that point, though, was big. This is a 26-shot rally, was that?
Yep.
I just missed a 26-shot rally.
It was it finished with a
cracking
Medvedev.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Rublev has now his second serve, misses the first.
Medvedev smelling blood, maybe.
Yep.
Oh, that's a great defensive forehand slice, though. Medvedev's there.
And
should be pushing away smash, but he doesn't. Oh, he makes a volley that time, though.
And Rublev gets the point with a volley winner.
Transition game there is so bad, honestly. You see Rublev get a short ball and he hits the forehand short, gives Medvedev another look at a ball that really should have forced an error and has to play a couple more shots than he should have. Good finish, but so many improvements to make coming forward. It's a joke.
Yeah, I would agree. He came forward there and played an extra like 2 shots when he really should have needed to.
I'm eating shortbread now, guys, by the way.
You're on the shortbread, are we? Interesting.
Need a bit of energy.
Not naturally for this.
I'm feeling an epic coming on.
I feel like it could be, to be honest.
Another extended rally, right?
Yeah, it looks like it. But Medvedev doesn't quite make that backhand.
Yeah, and it's 30-15.
Medvedev, yeah, not as great out on that backhand wing on the stretch as we've seen him before.
You can see how often though he's going cross court. Like he's not going cross court as often as he does. He's trying to find Rublev's forehand earlier in the rally because he knows that's all Rublev's doing. He's just creeping over there, so he needs to catch him off guard. This show could only be more Scottish with kilts and haggis. I wish I had some Iron Brew on me.
I wish I had Iron Brew as well. I don't.
I would really love some, honestly. After talking about it yesterday, Scott, it got me really in the mood.
Iron Brew's pretty banging. There's no doubt about it.
40-15, Rublev again rattles through a couple of rallies. Despite losing the extended rally at the start of the game, he just, he batters down a few first serves, and that's all he needs.
And that was a really good first wide, and Rublev is 2-1 up. On serve, of course.
I was in the dark there. It's still quite... It's getting dark so early, isn't it, Scott? It's horrible. Can you hear me, Scott?
Oh, yeah. I'm watching Medvedev screaming in slow motion. It's all quite
I'm watching Rublev blowing a raspberry in slow motion.
I love these close-ups. They're so fascinating to me.
Rublev,
Honestly, I think they just tell you so much about the play.
And Rublev anguish in slow motion is great.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Medvedev sarcasm is what you want to catch.
Yeah.
Like a shrug or a smile to the box.
Look at that. That's so iconic for Medvedev.
There you go, like Medvedev sarcasm.
It's like a cartoon character. I'm here for him so much. Literally right here. I'm just getting some biscuits. You put me in the mood.
Yeah, I'm going for Kit Kats now, Scott, honestly.
Kit Kats.
Yeah. I'm a bit of a sugar fiend, to be honest. As soon as I start, I can't really stop.
If our producer is listening, like, is there any way you can, get some biscuit sponsors? Is that a thing? Or?
Talking tennis biscuits, yeah, they'd be nice. I'd hope. Oh, that's a good question.
You kind of already have lost one at Shanghai.
Shanghai, yeah, that's true. But that's a cop-out, Shrira. I think the real question is which Masters is the worst?
Okay, Monte Carlo.
Monte Carlo?
Yeah.
Is that
easy,
just
been that.
Novak's won it only 2 times or something?
What was that?
Is that because Novak's only won it twice?
No, not really. I mean, it was also Cincinnati, right? I mean, I'm okay with Cincinnati.
I feel like he's better at Cincinnati, though, for me. Although obviously he used to be great in Monte Carlo.
Yeah, sure. Beautiful city, but it's like, I mean, players usually play some of their weirdest... Was that another double fault? Oh, wait. No, Rublev missed it. Okay.
Oh, we're fine, yeah.
He considered...
breakdown.
He was
another one.
He was considering eating his hand there, but decided wisely against it. On the
I think both players by... No, I said Monte Carlo is a beautiful city. Come on, go, Steve. Not Cincinnati. You don't need to, man. Yeah, okay.
It's absolutely fair, actually. I would say I think you could probably get rid of one of them.
Okay, Medvedev's 4 love ups, which means in a minute will be a deuce.
I'd probably get rid of Cincy. I think the Canada Masters is quite interesting with the change in venues and stuff.
Okay, easy hold from Medvedev. 2-all already. Nice.
It's a rare occurrence for Medvedev to be starting
this match. Yeah, Jesus, yeah.
Starting a set with some relatively easy holds. I say relatively. 2 break points against them in the first service game, but never mind. And Rublev starting off his service game with a big serve as well. There we go.
Intrigued to know whether or not that was Medvedev's first love hold of the match. I know he had one to kick off proceedings, and a second actually. No, he's had a few. Never mind.
Hey, Jack.
It does feel like he's been struggling the entire time.
That's like he's been terrible. This is another extended rally here. Could well be.
Interesting second serve from Rublev there as well, managing to get it out wide.
Yeah,
Very rarely.
With a good backhand from Medvedev, 15 all.
I mean, he lost.
Rublev just wrong-footed there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I like the alternating in Canada.
My favorite stance for hitting from either Medvedev or Djokovic when they hit a forehand, because they both do this, is when they hit it and they obviously like catch it late, but they're like they hang it back over their shoulder like that. Like, but they still a load of the time hit winners like that. And it's
the Novak clip you posted from Shanghai is legendary. It's so funny. It's absolutely bizarre.
Brilliant.
One of the weirdest, most wonderful things I've ever seen in a professional tennis match.
Yeah, I would agree. It was
a long rally in 2015 for Rublev.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the two of you quite positive towards Novak. I mean, I know Scott loves Novak. I don't know about
Novak so much.
I love Novak as well. I just, love watching his tennis. I think is superb. And the situations he's wriggled out of before have just been legendary. Genuinely. Like some of the most legendary matches of all time.
I need to say as well, I like the fact that he's controversial as well. I just like the controversy around him. I don't always necessarily agree with certain things, obviously, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I like him, and everything I think I need to stress, like everything he's done. I don't think anything he's done makes him a bad person. And I think,
exactly. I mean, most of his controversies are like, harms himself, harms his own image more than like harming anybody else. So
yeah,
he's done stupid things, but I don't think he's like.
Yeah, I don't think anything makes him a bad person. I think if that was the case, then I would struggle to support him. But I don't think anything.
Especially as an Andy Murray fan, right? Like the guy's tormented you.
Right. Exactly. That man broke my heart.
The reason for like. Literally all of the plates that Andy has in his house.
Exactly. He's got a kitchen, and it's all because of that.
5 plates at slams from Novak.
God damn it! But yeah, I don't know. I respect Novak a lot. I've got a lot of time for him. And yeah.
I know Scott loves John Isner. Like he really loves him.
Yeah, big Isner fan. I know you're a big Isner fan.
Well, so much so that John Isner told him that a Pulitzer is coming his way. I mean, that's one of the most legendary comebacks I've ever seen.
Iconic moment for me, honestly. It's probably the highlight of my life, to be honest. I'm surprised I didn't get blocked for that. I probably got muted by him, but
oh, you got blocked? Okay.
No. I don't think I did.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, you said you're surprised you didn't get blocked.
I'm surprised I didn't. Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't.
I got blocked by Monica Pui. I mean, for obvious reasons. But right. But yeah. 3-2 for Rublev. Medvedev to serve.
Rublev is in a game. Rublev would probably prefer being up a break, obviously, but he's in a perfect place to win this match, I think.
Yeah, obviously Medvedev's last service hole was rapid fire as well. I think 2 or 3 aces.
Yeah,
we'll see. I mean, he's not very stable at this moment, really on serve.
No.
He had no guarantees how he's going to serve. It just feels like every game is a problem for him generally, whereas Rublev's just rolling every time.
Yeah.
Come back when you've got 100 views on your channel. Oh my God, let's not talk about Pavi G.
Yeah, I mean, Pavi G, come back when somebody buys you a coffee. I'll say that. John, I could see him laughing. That's nice.
It's just I just have so many things to say about Pavi G, but it's just not worth it, is it? Because I'll just go on for ages. It's just just in summary, all of Novak's ideals, Pavi has literally none of them. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Hair being one.
I wasn't getting, I wasn't talking about looks or anything.
I mean, while we're at it, okay, 40 love for Medvedev.
Yes.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, 40 love Medvedev. A second easy hold to get rid of those double faults, maybe.
Second serve. Not yet. This could very much go to deuce or even get broken. Oh no. Okay. 3-all. Then forehand goes long from Rublev.
Crunch time, 3-all. The part of the set where it gets
back.
interesting.
Yeah, this is a fun part, right?
Mm-hmm. Does Rublev hiccup a bit? I'm not sure.
It's professional, by the way, lying, kind of lounging almost. Oh my goodness. I guess.
No, you get the more. Yeah, that's nice, Scott. The more comfortable you are, I think the better your commentary.
Oh, do you think so? I think so too.
I'd say so.
I feel like I'm in a prime kind of, angled position right here.
15 love, by the way. Rublev gets another unreturned serve. It came up there. Unreturned first serve, 60% for Rublev. He's serving like a beast today, and even if the serve does come back, as we're about to see, maybe. Oh no, it's going extended. I was going to say the second forehand or this +1 shot has been lethal today.
Okay, 15-all. Longer exchange, and then
we were saying to Harry, this is
what I said on the chat. Probably you said a conspiracy that I didn't pin. Whoa.
Yeah, this is a
what?
Okay, good return from Medvedev, just still not enough.
Right,
because Medvedev's getting a lot of free points. The serve out wide. I think Medvedev really should start doing something different there. Like,
it does feel like it's been the slider in the juice court pretty much primarily, right? Yes, yeah. I mean he's getting a racket.
Getting to a lot of them, but just not. I mean, if you look at how he played, even at like last year's US Open, the Australian Open this year, he was like hitting winners off of those serves.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't matter how wide you pulled them out, right?
Yeah, there was that return winner against Dan Evans that he hit the US Open. It was just outrageous.
Some of them are a joke.
It's like,
Medvedev's in the rally here. Goes for an inside-in forehand. He's still getting pushed around though by Rublev.
Medvedev's so willing to go for that forehand in this.
Okay, this rally is really good, and
oh my god,
well, but
no,
not enough again. Rublev's still dominating.
Great rally.
Yes. If on a better day for Medvedev, he'd be making those forehand passes though. He's just not.
You do feel like that, don't you? The defense of
this was the
Medvedev's forehand.
Yeah.
We were talking about the return there, obviously, as well. Shriyari, the forehand out wide on the return. He normally gets more depth in that. He normally gets a bit more power. Generally, he's just been rushed in that forehand more so than usual.
Yep. And Rublev holds 4-3.
That was an example of Rublev hitting both his spots so well that Medvedev dives over for the slider and gets ace down the middle.
Yeah. And from that position, he would prefer the slider, I guess. Just depends on the execution, which Rublev has actually done really well. And still, guys, this is interesting because Rublev had 2 break points in, what was it, the 4th game, right?
Yeah, I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, 4th game.
Yeah.
Or, the 4th game of the match. And since then, Medvedev has cruised on serve. Rublev has mostly cruised on serve. So, I mean, Medvedev would probably like his chances here, even if it goes to a tiebreaker. Could sneak a break at some point. He is, like, getting some long rallies in, but we'll see. It just depends on how Rublev holds up to.
It'd be interesting. Rublev should be very, very happy with his position in this match, I feel. Like, I feel like Medvedev will have expected to win the match after winning the first set and to still be playing, an hour and a half later. Is that Novak just arriving? At the tournament?
I think it is, yeah. I think it is.
Novak pitching up at the tournament there. The car, showing it on the big screen there. Look at him swaggering into the building. He knows that he's been shown on the big screen there, doesn't he? He's like, yeah, sorry guys, I'm the main event. I know I'm here.
I'm just doing a quick stat check, guys. Sorry, I'll get back to it in a second because I'm very intrigued at this one. It just takes a little bit of
You're okay.
mathematics.
You better come back and let us know.
I won't be long.
Okay, you better. Novak's on site. Absolutely is. We're at a very interesting point in the match here. Medvedev loses serve. The match is as good as done. Big first serve deadline makes it. Acing Rublev there, which is a good start to the game for him.
Since that game, Medvedev's not lost a point on serve yet.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, 30 love. Medvedev really picking up with the serving here. Is that 2 aces? It looks like it is. 2 aces in a row to start this set. Yeah, look at that. 10-0 in terms of aces. That is wild.
Jeez.
Andrey hasn't served an ace at all?
In this set, I think. In this set.
Was that 8? I think it was 8 aces, or I don't know.
Medvedev tends to get a racket on them, right? Because of his return position, but most of the time they're not coming back in the court.
Yeah.
So the unreturnable count is probably more indicative of what's going on.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
Is this going to be a third hold to love, though, for Medvedev in a row?
Medvedev with the approach there, angles it, and Rublev misses it long.
So, yeah, it is. I mean, positive signs for Medvedev, I would say.
Yeah, I would say so. I'd agree. Manages to hold on there.
I've lost count of these. Basically, I was counting how many points Rublev's won in the juice score, and it's overwhelming. He's won an absolute ton. That's including second serves as well. Yeah. So I imagine first serves in the juice score is probably huge. Probably winning pretty much every point.
Medvedev returning the ball there from out. Oh my god! Did you see that?
Yeah, he's off the camera.
From off camera.
What? Oh no! Don't say camera, please.
Rublev hit on
the camera. I don't want another incident.
Wow. That was wild. Should show you a replay. We're not going to replay that. Maybe it wouldn't look as good on camera because
nobody caught him on camera. Probably.
That was wild.
Yeah, that was mad. Great. I just talking about those juice court points though, and it's probably the first one in ages that Medvedev's actually won. So it could be huge here, although you'd expect this normal service to be resumed here at 15.
Yeah, Rublev's last 3 service games have been either love 15 or 15 all. Medvedev all love holds.
Yeah.
So with that rune BDE, what's BDE, Ghost?
Yeah, BDE. What is BDE? Let me look it up for us, guys. We old, but we just don't know what that stands for.
Backhand defense energy.
Oh,
I guessed. I don't know.
Oh, you?
No idea. Extended rally here, by the way. Going cross court at the moment. It's lasted a fair while. Amazing.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say it on stream. Maybe
what was that point?
Surprised Medvedev came out second best there, actually. The forehand defense was great.
Yeah, it was good. And then
huge point for Rublev to win. Kind of sensed a little moment there.
BD stands for Big D Energy.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Of course.
And when he's swaggering in the stadium like that, you know it.
Not a cheap return miss there from Medvedev, but probably should have got it back into play. The forehand still leaking a few errors, so we're now at 40-15. Probably another comfortable hold for Rublev in the end.
Was that white?
That was an ace, I think. Hello.
No, Rublev challenging it. Yeah, it was called wide or long, whatever, but.
Oh, that looks close. It's in. It's in.
It's in. I think. Yeah, it is in.
I thought it looked good.
Yeah, I thought it was.
No.
I love it when people are like, yeah, I thought that.
I know, I did. It was like that much.
I actually thought he aced him, and like.
I thought it was slapped by on the line, to be honest.
Yeah,
not like.
This is their closest match, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose it
You
is.
say it's just because of Medvedev's sort of form on his better days or best days. Should he be winning a bit more comfortably than this? I don't know.
I think he
I'm
should
not
be
saying
hold.
he's gonna win.
I think he should be holding serve a bit easier. But honestly, Rublev's ability to hold his serve at the moment has been great. Like Medvedev in
Yeah,
a
I mean, the
better.
conditions help too. So I think
I need to
Exactly.
say that, like, I don't necessarily think that, like, this is a case of Medvedev not playing his best and Rublev is playing outrageous. I don't necessarily think Rublev is playing amazingly either. Like, I don't think either of them have really kind of.
I think honestly, I think he served well. To be fair, Scott, like, there's been
Oh, for sure.
so many cheap points
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
Medvedev would normally be making Rublev's life a nightmare with. But yeah,
Sure.
I think he's been playing well. I'm going to give him a bit of credit for sure.
No, for sure, absolutely. I'm just saying that it's not like he's playing like lights out or anything. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's not playing.
Well, I
best.
think I definitely think he could beat Steph like this.
You think so?
Yeah, for sure. And Novak as well. That would be a different story, obviously. But if he can serve this well, he gets himself into a tiebreak in at least one of the sets. Who knows?
See it happening. Anyway, this is a big game here. It's a 5-4 to Rublev. Medvedev.
Yeah, Medvedev. Exactly. Yeah.
With Medvedev's track history of double faulting in this match so far, be interesting. Be interesting to see if he can hold his nerve.
Yeah, it's a big one. Here we go.
37-minute set. Sounds about right.
Yeah, this has definitely been a wham bam. Thank you, man.
And there you go. Massive first serve to stars. There you go.
Yeah,
that's Medvedev's.
That's his 13th consecutive point on serve.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It would be. Yeah. That's outrageous. Yeah.
Unlucky for some, 3-8.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, man.
Not for Medvedev though, because that's his 14th.
Yeah. 30 love. Okay, this could get interesting.
There you go. Aces. 20 aces. That is great. And again, what is happening?
Who's the PC 360, Scott?
I don't know. Let me check.
Pablo Carreno 360.
Yeah. Can you let us know who you are?
And another love hold.
That was like 4 unreturnable serves. Jeez,
How is it? Where was the serve in the second set?
I know. It's honestly so silly.
It's Peter.
Is it Peter? Oh, Peter.
Ah, okay.
Of
course,
wait, Peter, did you say that Novak had big D energy walking into the arena? Is that what you said? Peter, of all people. If people don't know, Peter.
No, that was Ghost that said that.
Oh, was that Ghost?
Yeah,
Ghost.
yeah,
I mixed you up. Yeah, absolutely. Sorry. 2 people in the chat there. I'm most likely Jethro.
Okay, and
Rublev with a big overhead.
Gets this, yeah. Wait, he's not Djokovic to miss that, so 15 love.
I think even Djokovic wouldn't have missed that overhead.
Surely not. Yeah,
Just
surely
on
not.
top of the net hitting that.
He would have dumped it in the net, or he would have I don't know, swung at it and missed, lost balance, fell off, and then did done this to.
I just feel like overhead smashes are too easy for Novak. That's why he just needs to make it more dramatic.
No.
I know. I was like, let me just make this more exciting for people watching.
Good return from Medvedev.
And
a huge shank from Rublev off the forehand.
Yeah, that's a huge shank.
That's a wing he's been really good at. This good from.
Yeah, no problems the whole match. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't really point at anything where I could then say, "Oh, that was the grave mistake from Rublev." From any wing, really, it was good for his forehand. Served really well, of course. 30-15.
Yeah, big moment here.
He does not miss that. It didn't even go in, so that's 30-15. Yeah. Why is Rublev
on a tiebreak here? I think we may be.
Well, yeah, the way they're serving for sure. Although 1 cheap point, and it could change the course of the match. Even then, the return points won for Medvedev must be so low for the last 2 sets.
That's a bad miss on the forehand from Rublev. Had the court wide open. Rublev misses it.
I'm just a touch behind, right? Yeah, I didn't see that. Oofed.
Sorry about that. Didn't,
No, it's okay.
Rublev just didn't move his feet really to try and get in position to hit that. I guess he felt like he had the entire court open, so all he needed to do was put it in. But big forehand, big serve there from Rublev though, gets him out of a wee bit of a pickle at 30-all.
Yeah, great serve down the tee. Again, hitting spots on both on the juice court so well, like both ways, slider and down the tee. It's been great. It's been the foundation of his whole match today, for sure.
And that's a big curling away from the court there on the forehand from Rublev.
6-5.
Yeah,
Are
absolutely.
we heading to another tiebreaker?
And we could be, unless Medvedev just absolutely biffs it in this next service game, which
You think De Minaur, of course, we saw that in Paris 2 weeks ago when De Minaur was 7-5 or 6-5, I should say, and we saw the double faults creep into Medvedev's game.
Yeah, that's true.
Could happen again.
Let's see.
Yeah, it could. Yeah.
Denny, do we know who Ghost is? Ghost, are you on tennis Twitter? If you're on tennis Twitter, let us know. Just intrigued as to who Ghost
We
is.
don't know who Ghost is.
No,
I think the producer knows who Ghost is. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really? You think so?
Yeah.
Yes.
Could be true.
Seems like it.
I'm not on Twitter. Oh, Ghost. Get on Twitter. That's where the party's at.
Are we playing Guess Who, Ghost?
Medvedev's last 3 holes combined less than 3 minutes. My God, that is that's
wild. That's wild. Yeah.
Rublev, to be honest, and I would say Rublev's been holding serve very.
He's doing fine. Yeah, he's doing fine as well. I agree.
Yes, compared with Medvedev's holds, it's pales in comparison almost.
Ghost is Sparta, apparently.
Sparta. Both, we'll find out who you are by the end of this match, potentially. It could have another half hour to go knowing these guys in their tie break. They could stretch it on for a while.
Still think Rublev's holding serve. Obviously, Medvedev's had those love holds. In fact, does that sway my decision? Maybe it does. I still
honestly, it's so hard to pick him here, to be honest.
Given Medvedev's form, though, I don't know. His serve's been so up and down. Ghost is Pavi.
Yeah, it's probably what the G stands for, I guess.
It's a crazy backhands here. Massive forehand cross court.
Pavi Ghost.
Is that out?
Well, that forehand was wide. I don't know if Rublev's challenging.
Did Rublev hit it wide there?
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
and he's challenging it, of course.
I thought it looked out, right? It looked like it landed out.
Let's see. If it was in, it would be replayed because Medvedev.
Is it in? Is it? Oh my God.
No, it's wide.
It shows a close-up of that. How close that was. That looked very close to me.
15 love. That is 13th consecutive point on serve for Medvedev. What I say?
No more than that, right, Shuhir?
Oh no, like 17th.
Yeah.
Finally loses it though. There you go.
Finally, yeah. So the streak is ended.
Yeah, we need to remember as well that big moments here.
If we get double faults in this game, that basically bookends the season. Honestly, if we get double faults to lose this match at this point, that's all Medvedev fans are going to be thinking about going into 2023. Because this is a massive match. He kind of needs to win this one to, have a chance of qualifying.
Oh, Rublev knows it as well, though.
Okay, bad miss from Rublev.
Terrible miss, really.
30-15.
What? What's so bad? Like, all he needs to do is put it over the net and in court. What are you doing with it? Like, what's he doing there? Sorry, I need to restrain because I do think he's done well, but Rublev, realistically.
I remember hearing a story about that. Apparently, they used to moonball each other to no end, basically just to torment the other player. Daniil at least used to do it to Andrey a lot, just moonball after moonball.
That's hilarious. One of them might start doing it here. Who knows? Was that in from Medvedev? Oh, I don't think it was. I think it was out. We're at 30-all. Rublev 2 points from the win here.
Oh goodness!
Does the match end here? boys?
I
Does
d-
the match end here? That
If
would be great.
if there's a double fault, Scott, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, and that would be the match.
I think
So
it could be.
if he misses his first serve, get scared.
No, I said no. He makes it. Big forehand cross court winner. Nice.
Whoa.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
And
Medvedev
there's a
is
gesture
up
from
there.
Medvedev.
Yeah, celebrating that rightfully so. Big moment in the match there. Manages to pull it off.
Yeah,
Probably. Yep.
I'd say so. Although Fritz and Nadal should have been considered about evens going into theirs, given
Yeah.
Nadal's injury, I would say. Huge point here is going.
Long rally here. It looks like it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great from Rublev playing it down the line. That was very good change of direction there.
And
Back down the line.
juice. Medvedev misses the forehand, goes long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great backhand from Rublev. Fair enough.
That
Not
was
like him.
point winning backhand there. Didn't need to be an outright winner, but really won on the point.
Do you want to talk us through on the next one? I think I'm just a smidgen behind and I can't seem to catch up.
Maybe behind this one. Okay.
yeah.
I'll take it through this use point. Medvedev big first serve down the line. And yeah, wins the point with a big first serve. That was easy.
Yeah, I mean, Jack did it for the Alcaraz Felix
I
match.
did,
He was
yeah.
like, big point here, ace.
Commentating on Felix's points was kind of pointless.
I'll do this one too. Medvedev. Big
Whoa,
first
okay, this
serve
is
here.
definitely a rile up.
Goes down line. Medvedev cross court forehand, back across, exchanging cross court rallies here. Yeah, Medvedev goes down the middle. Medvedev down middle again. Rublev goes down the line. That's been Rublev's kind of play here and rips a scorcher of a
Whoa.
forehand winner down the line for
Woo!
That was
I saw-
unbelievable.
just seen it there. Jesus.
That was unbelievable.
That's probably his biggest of the match, I would say.
I would say so. And again, I feel like it needs to be highlighted. Rublev going down the line with that backhand again kind of wins him the point, sets him up for the big forehand. The very next point. Very smart play from Rublev there. Medvedev down the line with the big first serve again. Here we go. I thought Medvedev was going to approach the net. I feel like Medvedev should approach the net more, but he wins the
Oh
point.
goodness, Scott! What you
Excellent
don't get him
point
to come
from Medvedev.
forward.
I think when he's like standing right inside the court, why is he not hitting a big forehand and then into the net to finish the point?
Because he's trash at volleying.
Yeah.
I don't rate Medvedev's net game in any way, shape, or form. He gets away with it for the
Ace,
race.
and we have a deciding set tiebreaker. Mind you, Rublev has lost his previous two deciding set tiebreakers in this tournament. One against Tsitsipas in 2020, the other one against Ruud last year. You know, this might just be, either a turning point or just one of those matches for Rublev at this
I
tournament.
remember the Steph one. I'm pretty sure. Did
I'll
Tsitsipas
dip out
double
for a
fault?
minute. I should be back.
That's fine. Did Tsitsipas maybe double fault on a set point, or maybe Rublev did and he still won the
Might
match?
have.
Not sure.
look at Ashley in the chat.
I know, yeah.
Listen, I just think he could have won the point easier if he just came in. And I know.
He's just so bad. He just doesn't like it. It's not where he's comfortable. He's
Another-
just too lanky.
Cross court exchange here. Yeah, looks like it. Back across, but this time on the backhand side.
Yeah, this is a huge point.
This is a massive point. This is going to set up the tiebreak, I reckon.
When does Rublev pull the trigger? Because I don't see Medvedev doing it.
Yeah, these guys are going at it. Oh, okay, here we go.
Gets a big forehand right into play. Am I at the same point as you?
And we are kind of. They're in cross court exchange right now.
Forehands? Yeah.
Here we go. Why is Medvedev not? Why is he not into the net there, Jack? Why is he not?
I know.
Tell me in the chat. Tell me in the chat why he's not into the net finishing that point. Why did he go back?
That one was a bit brutal, and he actually he only lost that rally because of the shorter ball. Because when he backed
why is
off,
he not crushing it and then just being there, he was at the net.
You're right. I know he actually got caught in no man's land, which is why the ball didn't go back into play. Brutal.
What's he doing?
That was a brutal one, Scott.
And then
You're
he's
right.
running back trying to flick it off the ground. Like,
I know.
come on, man. And I know he's never gonna come into the net because he's just not comfortable there. But
the short slice is such a good play against him. Rublev doesn't have it, but other players can play it so well against him.
hello, what's he doing? He's into the net. Hello, and he wins that ball.
Medvedev, that you would never have asked him to come in off of that ball ever.
I'm telling you, the chat. Tell me in the chat right now. Look at that.
He literally only wins points at the net by the element of surprise and nothing else. Like Rublev would never have called him coming in there ever.
I'm telling you all. There you go. I told you. Wins the point of the net.
As soon as he becomes predictable there, like that's when Rublev could just like pass him all day long, honestly. good call though, Scott, honestly. Good call.
I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself. Oh, thank you, producer. I appreciate it. Yeah,
he missed the next point. I missed the next point as well. I think
I did as well.
Medvedev missed his first serve.
Yeah.
So we're looking at the second serve in a while, actually, as well. Second serve and volley, why not, Scott? No, not quite.
Rublev with a big miss on the forehand there. Does his classic stick the tongue out kind of in sarcasm.
Yeah, he likes that one.
I prefer to see that rather than him
No, I prefer the handy thing, definitely.
Yeah. Look at that. Love it.
You're meant to brush your tongue as well, by the way, dental hygienists. That's minging.
This is the kind of commentary that people would tune in for, I'm sure. The big forehand winner down the line there on a
nice wee serve +1 there, right?
That was good. We're at 2-2 here.
When do we get squeaky, Scott? Another 7 set points?
Nothing to really to come for the tennis. Nothing to really separate these boys at the moment, to be honest.
Quite right, yeah. Really nothing in it.
Will it take a moment of magic to decide it? It'll be a heartbreaker for Rublev if he loses this, given their history together.
The Medvedev does this last year as well. Do you remember the one against Yannick Sinner where he got to a third set tiebreak and he played some bizarre points? Adding to what Harry said, I'm pretty sure Medvedev had 2 third set tiebreaks last year and also won them both. So these guys are both experienced at it.
Yeah, my gosh, Jack, this is another lengthy rally here.
Yeah, it's going on for a while. Yeah, Medvedev with a great forehand. I'm just a little bit behind again. Medvedev with a great backhand down the line. He's not coming forward off of that.
Medvedev trying to go down the line again.
Oh, clips the line there.
Medvedev's there though with a slice defense on the forehand. Rublev should have it, and he does. Rips a forehand winner, and then looks like he's just passed away on the court. Absolutely shattered.
Great point. Great point there.
Still standing. What was that? That was unbelievable.
What did I miss?
I mean, quite a selection of first 5 points, to be honest.
Scott had his moment of the match when Medvedev finally came forward on quite frankly an approach shot that didn't exist. And managed to win.
Can I give this context? Because on the point beforehand, he just didn't come into the net on an approach shot that did very much exist, and he lost the point badly. And my point was he should have just came into the net because he would have finished the point and won it. But
then out of nowhere,
the very next point, he did come into the net. In any case, we're still on serve, 3-2. There you go.
Whoa,
that was a huge point. And Medvedev, I thought was going to slam a tennis ball into the crowd there, but.
Another moment of Rublev magic, I would say.
Yeah, 4-2 now. Rublev just a few points away from a big win. This would be a big win for Rublev. Should be confidence boosting as well. Again, given their kind of history together. I'm not gonna lie, lads. I very much got into this match watching it.
So have I. It's been great, actually. I mean, obviously, Medvedev's had his moments, but he's up to his level, I would say. At the end of this
I think so. He's certainly made it an engaging watch for sure. A set or so ago, I was like, is it the best match? But it's been good for drama, good for player reactions and things like that. So it's been fun. But I'm intrigued to see if Medvedev can come up with something to get himself over the line here.
Yeah, 4-2 Rublev.
Big serve, just kind of winning the point there, really. Almost
yes, it does. Yeah, unreturnable, right?
So now at 4-3, but that is Rublev with the mini break. So we'll see how this progresses from here. If Rublev can keep on serving at the kind of rate that he has been, he should be okay. But
absolutely, there's no reason why his first serve goes off the boil unless he starts thinking about that first set again, which surely will be far from his.
Far from his mind now, especially since he's brought himself back into this match.
Yeah, but he misses the first serve, so we're looking at a second, probably an extended rally here. Unless Medvedev pushes in, he is going aggressive here.
Was that in?
Good.
Oh,
no, that was out.
Medvedev challenging.
It seemed out. Yeah,
out all day, surely.
Yeah, it looked out to me too. I'm not expecting this to be clipping the line. Nah. You could kind of tell from the stance that Rublev was in.
I mean, right. 5-3 for Rublev.
5-3. Squeaky bum time, right?
Indeed, yeah. 5-3. If another 3 set points, match points, I should say, come and go.
Oh my gosh. There you go. 6-3. Triari, how are you feeling? Your man on the ropes here.
Not so good at all. 6-3 for.
Make it easy for yourself, Daniil. Come on, surely. 3-3. I mean, these 2 points are getting saved with big serves, right?
Or it ends with a double fault. I don't know.
I think it could end by double fault, to be honest.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Medvedev's into the net. I'm personally falling, guys. Look at this. The two guys into the net.
Look at him. He's an all-court player.
Oh Lord.
He did this last year.
This
honestly,
was the exact same score he lost to Nadal by 3 years ago.
I'm sure it's against Sinner last year though. It was like massive second serves.
Yeah. Okay. 6-5. Rublev is match point on his serve.
I goddamn swear if this happens.
Yeah,
again.
Nadal beat him 6-7, 6-3, 7-6. I remember that. This was
what Medvedev needs to do here is come into the net. That's the only way he wins this match from here.
What, the return and volley, Scott?
No. He'll build a point and then he gets an opportunity.
Return and volley would be the most Daniil thing I've ever seen in my life. It's not going to happen.
Medvedev gets a point back in play. Here we go. Big long rally. That's how the match is going to end. If it is to end here, it's going to end on a big long rally. Here we go. Cross court exchanges, back down the line. Rublev pulls the trigger with that backhand down line again, but not quite. Here we go. This would be a perfect point to end on, to be honest. Why is Medvedev not into the net there? But he doesn't. Rublev should have went down the line there. Oh my god! Into the net.
What is happening? What is happening?
Lads!
Oh my god! Oh
What?
my god!
Lads!
Rublev.
Guys! What happened?
I don't know what's this match anymore, really.
Medvedev at the net, boys. Medvedev at the net.
He just knew he was chucking something silly, honestly. Well, it's not been silly, has it? It's been good.
All right, I think there was poor shot selection from Rublev on that forehand. Went straight at Medvedev. Very much like what Tsitsipas did against Djokovic, I would say, in that semi-final.
Oh, in Paris?
Yeah. So 4-5? And Rublev's just like laughing. I don't know if it's ironic or...
So Rublev on set points, match points as well, I guess. 10 for 11 so far in the match. Missed
3 match points saved.
Oh, more than that then, of course, yeah. No, it was 10 for 11, that's right.
Yeah, 3 match points saved, though.
Medvedev standing in the front row of the crowd to return serve there.
And that forehand was... Oh, no.
Misses it.
Daniil, come on.
I'm nervous. I kind of want Daniil to pull it off because I think it'd be outrageous if he did. You know why he didn't win that point, though? He did come into the net to volley. It's what it was.
I swear, if he misses this first serve, I think he goes big on second.
I think he goes big on second, comes in, and volley winner.
Second serve and volley?
Yeah. That would be a very Medvedev thing to do. Come on. Huge first serve and wins it. And he was kind of coming into the net there. You saw that, boys. He kind of jogged.
Okay, that was all right. Again, deja vu of the first set tiebreaker, at least like the way these
Yeah.
Set point. I mean, there wasn't a ridiculously long rally, so
I do think that Rublev will be feeling very rough if he loses this match.
this would be brutal.
RIP his hand, whether it goes smashing the racket, whether he eats it.
Yeah,
Medvedev only managing to really get some short shots, not getting much depth on these forehands that he's hitting, but he's still
Rublev with a
managing.
chance in the forehand there. Jesus,
Yeah.
don't know why he didn't take it.
Well, he did kind of rip it, but he didn't put
No
enough
angle
on.
to it though. Yeah.
Now they're exchanging cross court. Rublev seems so much more willing to go down the line and change the direction, and that might get him the win in this match because now he stands at another match point here.
what was
Here we go.
that?
Oh, great shot, to be fair. Still, yeah, the defense of Medvedev's forehand has been way worse than usual.
Yeah, it has been.
It's not been great.
8-7.
Ashley, tell me in the chat, like, listen, like, are you thinking Medvedev volley to save this match point? I think it's possible.
I cannot take that.
I think it is.
It's saved 2 of them so far.
Save 2 of them, like,
Yeah.
like,
All right.
he's got 100% record at the net in this tiebreak.
Oh,
Rublev should be feeling more confident in this rally. You would
first
think.
serve in, but yeah, deep enough to neutralize it.
Big long rally here. Again, of course, the long rallies.
I'm just a bit behind. I can't commentate what's
Medvedev
going
curls
on.
that in. Oh my gosh. I feel nervous watching this. Oh my gosh.
Too many Rublev forehands, surely. Okay, yeah, back-to-back
Get
hands.
out. No, it's in. Come on. The cross court. And Daniil, surely that's a winner. No, Rublev keeps it in. Oh my. Back cross court exchanges here.
I'm seeing Daniil in the offense here, but nothing's happening. It's just back to
No.
neutral.
Daniil's on the defense. And that's a huge. Surely Rublev should be putting this away. And he misses it. No, he wins it. Does he win it? He wins. He wins. Rublev wins.
One.
Rublev
Yeah,
wins.
he got it. He made it. Oh, goodness.
I thought it was out. But
Christ.
I thought it was white too.
I thought it was wide. I thought it looked wide, but there you go. Okay. Oh my lord.
I'm sure Rublev's just going to whisper, "You prick," to Daniil.
Oh my gosh, that was a lot of fun actually, to be honest.
That was, yeah, great match. I'll do it for a
Mad.
massive scream.
Rally. I mean,
Jesus.
so is this another turnaround in the rivalry? I don't know.
I wouldn't say, as I say, I think conditions play a massive part there. As soon as you go into a slower court, it should be advantage Daniil again. And also that was very close with Daniil not playing his best. You know, it was only in the third set where he held so many times in a row that he upped his level. So I don't think so. I think Medvedev still has all the advantages. Probably more indicative of Medvedev's season than Andrey's, I would say.
Oh, he's still signing autographs. Wow. Okay.
How are you feeling, Shrihari, about the?
Yeah, I mean, not so good. But
like, how do you see the rest of the tournament progressing for your man? Do you think?
oh, it depends who he plays next. If Djokovic wins with Steph, that's probably a knockout match earlier than we expect. Yeah, I just hope it's not like 2019 all over again. But yeah, I mean, he could. He's not really. He's played. He's made 3 appearances before. Either he's gone 0-3 or 3-0 in the group stages. So,
Very good point. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know what to expect, but yeah, tough loss, obviously. But
Yeah. Scott eyeing up the net points won there. 4 out of 5 for Medvedev. Crucial.
I'm telling you, boys, if you just get into the net more, Ashley's in the chat. She knows it. Medvedev would have.
It's fine. 4 out of 5, and what? 3 of them were 3 net points were in that final tiebreak there.
That final tiebreak, and he won every single one of them. I'm
He
telling you.
did.
I'm telling you, boys. You know it's true. I know it's true. We all know it's true. Medvedev is probably crying in the locker room knowing it's true. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But I highly enjoyed commentating on it. That was a lot of fun, gentlemen. That was a lot of fun.
It was good.
How do we see? So we see Medvedev maybe kind of managing to salvage his tournament. Are you thinking this is a defining win for Rublev going forward in this event, or
it would be, because if Tsitsipas is a 50-50 matchup, especially in these conditions, you'd favor him. So what if he just makes it through? You never know.
The biggest stat for me there is Medvedev's first serve return made. Now, Rublev was great at serving there, but honestly, given Medvedev's return position, we were talking about it a few times, where Medvedev is just missing that forehand. That's very under par for him, and if that's going to continue to be the case, he's probably the underdog against the other two players.
I would agree. Yeah. If he's not willing to come into the net more, then it's. No, I do kind of low key that like, come on, like why not? Like, may as well. Like, chance.
See, Ashley's right, but the genius of Medvedev is when he comes into the net, people just don't expect it, and it works very, very well as a surprise tactic, and because he's got such a good tennis IQ, he kind of has a fairly good idea of when to do it. There's one way of putting it. Also, he's just mental is another way of putting it.
Yeah, he's absolutely insane. It's true. Peter in the chat there with the question: Are you boys in tonight? Unfortunately, I'm not. I'm not commentating tonight.
I'm not. No, unfortunately,
I'll be producing that.
But, who's on it? Do you know?
Not
there you
sure.
go, Nick and John.
Nick.
Oh, that'll be.
This is not good because I don't know what significance this has, but I've commentator produced, I think, 2 Medvedev matches, one which he won against Team, the other was this which he lost. I did it for Novak, he lost. I did it for Rafa, he lost. So I don't know what that means. Like, if Djokovic, I'm doing it for Novak tonight.
With your man, I don't see Novak. Not
Oh,
winning.
Scott! You just get the kiss of death.
I don't. Come on, boys. Like, are you really saying, like, it's not happening?
The kiss of death.
Right. Do it for. I am doing it for Novak, Peter. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. But no, okay. So there's one thing I want to talk about. 2011 onwards. How many matches have we had both in Paris and the ATP finals? 2011 we had Federer versus Tsonga. 2012 we had. Do we have any? I don't think so. 2013, of course, we had Federer and Djokovic and Federer and Del Potro. 2014 we had Federer and Raonic and
Stan as well.
Federer and Raonic. And Djokovic and Shikori, of course. 2015 we had Djokovic and who else? Djokovic and was it anyone? Berdych, yeah, it was Djokovic and Berdych. I think Federer against Federer went out early. Nadal and Wawrinka, another one. 2016 we had who did we have? Yeah, Murray, Raonic. I guess that counts because Raonic
was a
walkover in 2016.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that counts for anything. But 2017 there was none. 2018 there was Djokovic and Cilic, Federer and Nishikori. 2019 was there any? I don't think so. No, there wasn't. 2020, yes, Medvedev and Zverev. 2021 again, Medvedev and Zverev.
Medvedev Sinner as well.
Medvedev Center as well. Yeah.
Yeah, wait. I don't think Medvedev and Sinner played in Paris, did they?
Oh, I'm thinking of the ATP final. Sorry.
As was I.
Oh, yeah. I was talking about like both Paris and ATP finals in the same year. 2020, 2021. This year we're having Djokovic and Tsitsipas. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
What does Medvedev moving forward? Do you see him coming through? This is kind of the match we had him locked in to win. He hasn't. Good thing for him is it was a very narrow margin that he lost by, like 1-2.
Yeah. What I was just saying there to Scott is if he can't keep getting his forehand return into play, especially against Novak, who's so good at serving into the forehand, then he's going to be the underdog.
Yeah, the good thing for him would be if he plays Novak on Wednesday. That would be an advantage for him. Or even Steph, really.
I definitely, that really didn't encourage me. One of his poorer matches against a top 10 player. Still made it close, just given it.
Yeah.
he's got Rublev's number in some ways, but
yeah, you feel like he should have won that. You feel like he might also have been kind of banking on winning that, almost in the way he went about that kind of match. Just because he didn't, he played well, but like, yeah, Medvedev didn't really step up too much, like at the moments that you felt like maybe he should have.
yeah,
And I think part of that is because he was maybe expecting Rublev, like their history together, and for Rublev to almost kind of roll over, especially after the first set,
yeah.
But I just have to give full credit. I'm not gonna lie. I've never been one to give credit to Rublev for huge, like, for like. I feel like Rublev hasn't really kind of performed at very, very, very top levels in the way that maybe he can, and maybe he's been kind of lacking in, the variety enough to reach the very, very top. But I don't know. A win like that is huge, and I think, I'll say after he lost that first set, I was not expecting that at all. So full credit to him and his fans, of which I know that there are many. So big shout out to Rubles, as they like to call him.
I think they do call him that. I'm pretty sure, Scott.
Rubles.
Should we close up shop
Let's
there? I
wrap
think
it's up, gentlemen. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah,
So
we've done our.
Yeah, this was fun. This
yeah,
lineup was
I really
amazing.
enjoyed it. Thank you for letting me join you guys. I appreciate it a lot, and I'll
Yeah, it was very happy you all. It was great doing it again with Jack. Obviously, he's the one who sort of took us through, and obviously,
man.
result. I wish it went the other way, but you could.
You're not commentating on Novak tonight, so maybe that'll help. Yeah,
I did, yeah. Even the Rune Djokovic match, it was me producing. So, like,
Yeah,
anytime
fair.
I'm talking tennis for one of their matches, it's
fair.
bad for them, I guess. So, I don't know. We'll see. But
We'll see. Good luck to him tonight.
yeah, I still hope it's Novak and Medvedev who come through. But
good stuff, yeah.
yeah, but for that, I think Djokovic. Yeah, that we'll
We'd
have to see.
have to have some things fall in place, wouldn't it, for that to end up?
Yeah, if at this point, yeah.
Yeah, at this point, yeah.
Like,
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, Federer made it to the semis like twice in a row, right? When losing the
Yeah. Well, there's been weirder things in tennis than that.
Yeah, so
happening. So
it can
we
happen.
shall see. We shall see. Enjoy the tennis tonight, boys. However you're.
Yeah, we'll see you soon then.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
Have a good one. We'll see you.
Played.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.